Satisfaction is guaranteed when you become my husband. So open the damn door. The absolute menace banging on our hero's door is Elnor. She is the student council president, and honestly, the most terrifyingly ruthless woman in this entire academy. But right now, she is not here to collect club fees. She is here to collect him. Our poor protagonist is on the other side, sweating bullets, praying to every fantasy god that this psycho just walks away. Spoiler alert, she does not. Instead, she literally stabs his door. She starts slicing through the solid wood while our boy screams about academy rules. "You are the president!" he yells. "You are supposed to punish people for property damage." But she just smirks. "Too bad for you. I am the president, which means I do whatever I want. Now tell me why you are running away." But before his brain can even reboot, a cat-eared assassin pops up at his window. Enter Saris, a deadly professional killer. She has sent thousands of souls to the afterlife. Elnor glares at the assassin. "Get lost, stray cat. Once you see what I do to him, you will realize you are completely outmatched." Saris just sticks out her tongue. Whatever the princess can do, this cat can do 10 times better. Our main character is trapped in the middle, screaming internally. I have literally never flirted with either of you, but his opinion means absolutely nothing. Why? Because the ceiling just exploded. A muscle mommy with tribal tattoos drops from the sky. "The wedding is ready, husband. Stop talking and come with me." Suddenly, a steel chain flies across the room. It wraps around a fourth girl stepping through the wreckage. "Why are you always surrounded by these weirdos?" she sighs. "This is exactly why you need to marry me. We will live a totally normal, quiet life together." But wait, the harem gets worse. A fiery little witch teleports in. "Back off, losers. He belongs to me." "He's under my eternal love spell," she cackles. 5 insanely overpowered women, 1 tiny dorm room, complete murderous chaos, and our tragic male lead standing right in the epicenter, knowing fully well that a light breeze could kill him. So, here's the million-dollar question. How did a complete loser with 0 stats and 0 charisma attract the 5 deadliest women alive? It was not his handsome face. It was not a magical charm. It was a cursed secret talent. You see, our boy used to be a regular gamer on Earth, grinding a fantasy role-playing game called Savior in Ascension. He beat the final boss, enjoyed the ending credits, and woke up the next morning trapped inside the game. Poof. Isekai magic. He possessed Dow Campbell, a completely irrelevant mob character from a farming village. F rank in strength. F rank in magic. F rank in everything. But he got one unique passive skill, a talent that only triggers around pure evil. The more psychotic and dangerous a person is, the more hopelessly obsessed they become with him. So, those crazy women destroying his room, that is just his cursed skill working perfectly. He is an absolute magnet for walking red flags. And just his luck. The deadliest girls in this academy are all destined to destroy the Empire. Flashback to before this madness. His dad gave him one rule. Keep your head down, son. Be a nobody. Dow completely agreed. He planned to fail his tests, sleep through class, and survive in absolute peace. That flawless survival plan lasted exactly 2 seconds. Because on the train ride to school, he sat down across from Elnor. Yes, the future final boss herself. A terrifying royal who demands absolute obedience from everyone around her. In the original game, she goes completely insane and builds a lovely little mountain out of human corpses. Suddenly, monsters attacked the train. A massive boulder flew right at his face. His genius. F rank survival instinct. Dive onto the princess and use her magic shield to save himself. Task failed successfully. He lived, but she completely misunderstood his selfish dodge as a heroic sacrifice. She gave him a terrifyingly sweet smile. "What is your name, boy? I will engrave it into my very soul." Ding! The cursed talent activated. The final boss just fell head over heels for a level 1 mob. But the ultimate disaster struck during the combat exam. Everyone partnered up, leaving only one girl solo. Elliot, the literal chosen hero of this world. The actual main character destined to defeat the Demon King. The greatest genius in history walks up, flashes a blindingly bright smile. "Do you need a partner, friend?" Sweating profoundly, he stutters, Yeah, sure." But internally, his soul is leaving his body. She is the main protagonist of the entire game, just standing there glowing with divine main character energy, offering her hand to pull our trash tier boy off the floor. And let me tell you, the artist absolutely blessed us with these visuals. Meanwhile, the plot thickens in the shadows. The villainous nobles Count Kaidion and Galanter have just entered the academy grounds. Glasses Girl is freaking out. The tournament is literally happening right now. Who arrives this fashionably late? Enter the blood-soaked beast, looking utterly fabulous. Glasses Girl screams internally. "Where in the world were you?" Eleanor just shrugs. "Had to take out the trash. Total privacy mode engaged. Everyone out, so how many bodies dropped?" "Just 12. Eleanor yawns. Those pesky assassins actually tried round 2 after the train wreck. The director groans. You know the Academy could handle the cleanup, right? So boring. Why let the Academy steal all the fun of crushing my enemies? Just wash off the blood and get to the arena. Hurry up and you will see Elia battle some absolute nobody named Campbell. Eleanor pauses. That background character? How extremely weird. She smirks. He is pretty unique. Meanwhile, our boy is sweating bullets while the crowd roasts him alive. His stats are pure trash. One single hit, and it is straight to the afterlife. But wait, he has that shiny new broken survival skill. Maximum danger equals maximum stats. Plus, all the big bad villains are totally watching his stream right now. Step 1, do not die. Step 2, farm that sweet villain clout. This could be a massive win. But then Elia hits him with the ultimate death glare. You look completely pathetic. She drops the brutal truth bomb while he just stutters in absolute panic. She came to crush his skull, but now she just feels bad. Our boy is completely lost. Why is he on the menu for a random brutal beatdown? Plot twist. She hates Eleanor and her whole demonic family. Guilt by association is real. Talk about main character energy. Calling out the big bosses in public. Huge respect. Classic. Tragic backstory. Alert epic family. Drama. Incoming. Look, I just stood next to her by accident. Pure. Terrible luck. Aaliyah does not care, your face makes me rage, but then she drops a highly suspicious deal. Want to fake this match? Oh, that sounds like absolute paradise. But fake fights equals 0 experience points. He absolutely needs to test out his new cheat skill. He has to tank her full damage, so he casually asks for her absolute worst. Time to pull some massive aggro. Actually, I totally simp for Eleanor. Sword instantly drawn. Is he completely insane? He doubles down on the massive death wish. I am dead serious. I love her as much as you hate her. System alert. Deadly charm activated. The villains are grabbing their popcorn. Aaliyah completely snaps. Fine. Then I am going to bury you. Guilt-free. Boom! She teleports to his face and instantly shatters his practice sword. Nice dodge. You're not totally garbage. She smirks. Time for phase 2. Certain death approaches. System alert. Desperate survivor activated. Stats multiplier maxed out. X rank achieved. He throws a blind panic punch straight into her face. Oops. X rank is the literal game level cap. Aaliyah gets launched straight into orbit. Crash. The arena wall gets completely vaporized, and guess who is watching Eleanor? An F rank. Nobody. Just one shot at the main heroine. What an absolute madman. Please tell me she is still breathing. Her face is literally part of the concrete now. Emergency meeting. The council is losing their absolute minds. He has to be a hacker. His stats are trash. But that crazy damage output was entirely real. Glasses Girl demands immediate answers. No normal human tanks a punch like that. The councilmen are shaking in terror. He must be juicing. Using forbidden black magic. Anything to explain that crazy system glitch. Or maybe. Just maybe. He's a god-tier monster smurfing in the tutorial zone. Monocle Girl adjusts her lens. Regardless, this crazy victory breaks all the Academy rules. Margaret of Kindred, Elia's mega-rich sugar daddy, will not just sit and watch this dumpster fire, losing their top student and biggest wallet. That is an absolute Academy-ending disaster. They need to expose our boy as a massive fraud, but the dude in green, he is utterly clueless. He just shrugs. Look, we get weirdo freshmen every single year. This guy has pulled way too much aggro. He is bound to slip up soon, and then we bust him. Meanwhile, our main character's face is literally front-page news. The whole world is screaming, "Who is Dodd Campbell?" Our boy is sweating buckets on day 1. Who knew having actual talent was this stressful? Suddenly, ding a system. Alert drops. It is the final boss herself. Eleanor. Her trust hit level 2. Time for free loot. Chilling in his chair, he spots a crazy glitch. Everyone's curiosity stats are going to the moon. The system formula is simple. Curiosity becomes interest, and interest evolves into sweet trust points. Points mean shopping spree. But wait. Why is the ruthless final boss his biggest fangirl? Ding He just scored a legendary Tristan family sword art. Minor issue. That family literally works with demons. But hey, survival over morals, right? But Elia's profile breaks his brain. She's a good guy. Why is she in his villain system? Her curiosity is maxing out at level 4, yet the system gives him absolutely 0 rewards. She is literally a saint who hates his guts. What is this glitch in the Matrix? Knock knock. Is this Dodd's room? His soul leaves his body at that voice. It is. Elia, open up. Our hero activates his ultimate survival skill. Play. Dead. But plot twist, the poor girl is outside, wrapped like a mummy. She is battered and bruised. She sighs. I know you are hiding, you coward. Open up or I smash this door, he screams back. Are you totally crazy? Busted. She demands an audience. He sweats bullets. What could she possibly want? Suddenly, completely healed and smirking, she drops a bomb. Let us get to know each other. He literally beat her to a pulp. And now she caught feelings. Welcome to crazy Manhwa logic. Fast forward. She storms out, totally furious. You are way too boring. She tried to be nice, got dragged away by a maid, and is now stressing over how to make guy friends. Bump. A bag drops to the floor. Watch your step. A freezing voice echoes. Oh, snap. It is Elnor, absolutely dripping with final boss aura. Are you lost, kid? Ilya looks up. Boom, traumatic flashback triggers. Run, brother, run. Memories of a burning hellscape. Ilya shakes. Not from fear, but from absolute murderous rage. Her hand leaps to her sword. But reality check. She is way underleveled for this boss fight. Elnor just stands there, flawlessly unbothered, and demands she get up. She definitely saw the sword draw. So why no reaction? Ilya just growls. Give my bag back. Plot twist. She is just returning Elnor's dropped bag, but then Elnor asks, are you involved with Dodd? Elnor casually drops his exact room coordinates as a trap. Down the hall and turn left. Wait. Elnor's eyes narrow. How do you know where his room is? Ilya panics. I was just hanging out with him. Oh boy. The Yandere flags are waving. Elnor's aura drops below 0. Why were you there? Just freshman bonding? I swear, but Elnor flashes a terrifyingly sweet smile. Freshmen cannot mix with the opposite sex. Ilya blinks. Wait. Since when? Elnor smirks. I literally just made that rule up. Stay away from his room. Got it. Ilya could not care less about fake rules. She just wants the juicy gossip. Elnor turns her back super tsundere style. I do not care about him. Just stay away. But Ilya remembers his confession. I like Elnor. Oh yeah, this love triangle is about to explode. To squeeze out vital intel, she is sticking to him like magical superglue. Meanwhile, our main character faces the legendary class assignment exam. The ultimate academy sorting hat. Thanks to accidentally crushing Ilya, he is now trapped in the deadliest, highest tier group. Everyone else radiates absolute main character energy while he sweats literal buckets of the terror. The worst part, his crazy stalker girl is in his squad. Escape is officially impossible. Her crazy obsession meter. It is completely breaking through the roof. Utterly horrifying. He remembers those suspicious little luck breads left outside his door. Was it her or another psycho? Either way, his doom is practically sealed. At least this exam follows the original plot. No sudden death flags, right? Wrong. The system aggressively pings. A wild Eleanor event is rapidly approaching. Eleanor bounces in as their supervisor. With her here, absolute chaos is completely guaranteed. The academy teachers grab their popcorn, dying to see the hero slayer in action. Eleanor herds the students forward, leading them like clueless sheep to the slaughter. The oblivious staff clap while the squad enters a suspiciously dark, creepy dungeon hallway. Ilya innocently asks if this is the test, but our boy smells the bitter truth. Doors sealed. Lights out. System. Glowing red. This is no ordinary exam. It is a full-blown ambush, ding another glorious assassination attempt successfully unlocked. While the extras wait for rescue like sitting ducks, his survival brain goes into overdrive. He looks around. Every single person here has thick plot armor except for him. This is their legendary bonding event. They are essential to the final epic storyline. He points at the map. Central Hall. We need room to breathe and fight. It has loot weapons and a tactical advantage for the inevitable bloodbath. Better than this death trap corridor, a nun girl glares. Ambush. What ambush? He shrugs it off. The president and Ilya already smell the blood in the air. We are absolutely being hunted. He turns to leave, but Ilya fiercely blocks his path. You're literally walking the wrong way, idiot. She points out his terrible dungeon navigation. Sweating nervously, he refuses to spoil the plot. Trust me, guys, I will explain later. His master plan. Ditch the main cast. The assassins only want the crazy supervisor anyway. Let the heroes do the heavy lifting. Finally, some sweet, safe solitude. Flawless victory. Smashing Ilya into a wall previously actually gave him massive street cred. Now he just camps in a corner dodging the main storyline like an absolute pro. But wait. A random janitor appears out of nowhere begging for directions to the breaker bot. The guy claims he cannot see in the dark. Ding, maximum danger detected immediately. Meanwhile, Freya worries about our lone wolf. What if he brutally dies out there? Plot twist. A literal ceiling full of deadly ninjas is currently staring down at them. Ilya trusts his non-existent master plan, but Eleanor is already sniffing out the trap. Back to our guy waddling through the dark with his suspiciously clumsy new friend. The fake janitor smirks internally. He thinks the main hero squad is already dead meat. This so-called pro-assassin thinks he can read power levels just from walking styles. He judges our boy as a massive noob. Time for a quick, fun little murder. The assassin makes his move, calling out to his clueless prey in the dark. Time for your reward, kid. But our boy just grins. Good thing your name is just Hammered. The assassin completely freezes. How does this random kid know his ultra-secret codename? Our guy sighs in massive relief. Thank the heavens you are just a low-level mob. He knew the guy was trashed here immediately. Real pros do not waddle like ducks. The assassin was completely lost. What was this lunatic rambling about? But our boy, he knew a desperate survivor was the easiest prey. Hammond panicked. Time to speedrun this assassination before things got weird. Our main character braced himself. Meanwhile, next door, pure chaos. Goons were eating drywall and dodging a literal rain of arrows. Minions were flying like bowling pins. A total beatdown festival. Classic protagonist party privilege. Ilya yelled at Palas to turn them into popsicles, while casually wondering where Elnor wandered off to. Speaking of Elnor, she was out here looking drop-dead gorgeous, casually swatting 4 absolute fools into the concrete. Those poor side characters didn't stand a chance, after making them puke their guts out. She grabbed the nearest victim for a violent interrogation. Off to the side, our resident mage was still playing freeze tag with the leftovers. Plot twist. A guy named Hammond from the Crescent Moon Guild was pulling the strings. Elnor demanded his location, but the goon tried to play tough, so she stepped on him. Look, I know some guys would pay good money for that, but this one actually shattered bones. His skull was literally cracking like an egg. She gave him one final warning to sing. Unsurprisingly, he squealed instantly. The boss was here, just in a different zone. Ilya sweat dropped at the overkill. But Elnor was cold as ice. Try to kill her. Get ready to meet your maker. Wait a minute. Hammond is a pro, and there was only one sitting duck available. The group suddenly realized Dodd had gone solo to bait the final boss. Ilya squinted. Just what exactly was going on between those two? Elnor played the classic tsundere card. They were nothing. But deep down, she was totally itching to figure out his whole deal. Oh, we see right through you. Meanwhile, our so-called professional assassin was having a full-blown existential crisis. His absolute defense was useless. Why? Because our boy had activated his literal suicide mission buff and was beating him silly. Plus, he was casually spamming Elnor's premium sword techniques like a hacker. 0 to hero status confirmed. The main character was loving his own hype, while the assassin realized he was facing the legendary Tristan family arts. Major regret, the villain definitely picked the wrong target today. The bad guy finally surrendered. He admitted defeat, but aggressively demanded to know this monster's true identity. Hilariously, the boy's deadly charm passive had triggered. Now even the old assassin was catching feelings for his legendary skills. Our boy stayed dead silent, letting the assassin monologue. A ruthless alpha like you will surely end me. Do it. End my suffering. But Dodd just sighed. I am sparing you. Just tell your goons to leave Elnor alone. His real goal, stopping his crazy waifu from going full demon mode and destroying the whole map. Less attacks equal less demonic rampages. Simple math, but the assassin pushed his luck. What if I respawn and try again? Cue the maximum swagger. Dodd walked away, dropping the hardest line. Touch her, and you will have to go through me. The assassin gasped. Is she truly that precious to you? Dodd didn't even blink. Absolutely. Ding deadly charm activated. Our boy had zero clue, but his beautiful menace was standing right behind him, absorbing every single word. Affection meters literally exploded. He turned around like a deer in headlights. Bro was farming romance points without even trying. 15 system notifications spammed his vision. Meanwhile, the academy headmistress was aggressively slamming her face into her desk. Total absolute meltdown. The higher-ups were raging, and hunting down this shadow guild was literally impossible. She glared at Elnor. This academy is a dumpster fire, especially since we definitely have a rat in the walls. The poor woman vented. You just transferred to here and they have already tried to delete you 3 times. Why won't you just go home? This attack was built different. They deployed a literal pro. The difficulty setting is only going to scale up from here. And the weirdest part, every single survivor got a shiny medal, except Dodd. That boy pulled a literal ninja vanish the second the fight ended. The principal wasn't stupid. He was dodging the spotlight like the plague, and it was making her brain itch. Elnor just sighed dreamily. I don't get it either. She repeated it for the 3rd time, causing the headmistress to completely lose her sanity. Stop zoning out in my office. she screeched violently, throwing a random object at the girl's head. Bless that principal, catching the projectile just made Elnor strike a painfully gorgeous pose. She gave a half-hearted apology. My bad. My mind is just preoccupied with a certain someone. The principal blue-screened on the spot. What in the world are you babbling about? Elnor just gave a devilish smirk. You literally just said his name. The room drops into dead silence. The headmistress glares. Are you serious? You like that weird country bumpkin? She immediately warns Elnor. Watch your back. If the Grand Duke finds out, heads will definitely roll. Elnor just waves it off. Hold your horses. I am completely not into him. The headmistress sighs in relief. Good. You are usually so picky with men. Elnor smirks. True. So I will just have to test him. I'm going to watch his every single move. Meanwhile, our boy gets his class placement test results. Cue the absolute horror. His class status. Undecided, the system is overthinking his placement. All he wanted was a background character life. Just throw him in the garbage tier and forget his existence. But his gamer senses are tingling. Is the academy dragging him into the overpowered hero class? They're literally keeping him in suspense. So weird. Then boom. His first main quest drops out of nowhere. The system chimes in. New missions survive the absolute chaos at the upcoming freshman reception. He knows the drill. This is exactly where the academy sorts out the official classes. Sure, there are standard mages and archers, but our guy, he just wants to absolutely min-max his physical stats. But there's a huge problem. The final boss, Elnor and Elia, are crashing the party. His peaceful life is officially doomed. Suddenly, a flashy system notification pops up. Reward unlocked bond with Elnor has increased. He actually gets to copy her skill, but our boy is a pro gamer. He refuses to waste it right now. She might be the academy's top dog today, but her power level is going to skyrocket later. Why settle for a snack now when he can steal an absolute feast of a talent? Later. Big brain moves. Night falls. Time for a secret looting mission. Dressed like a ninja, he sneaks into an abandoned shack. This is the ultimate farming spot. He hops the fence and dives straight into the massive loot pile. Junk is everywhere, but he only cares about one thing. The absolute legendary jackpot item. A legendary incense burner packed with 1,000 years of juice. Gotcha. But suddenly, the earth violently quakes. Our guy sweats bullets. I knew the game was being too nice. Now he is literally getting buried alive. The dust clears. Plot twist. He is suddenly holding a girl. Yura. He instantly recognizes her pixel-perfect face. Panic mode activated. This crazy girl is the Chapter 2. Boss. The terrifying cursed sword. Goddess herself. He basically just stole her shiny toy, and he definitely did not expect her to be camping here. He breaks free instantly. System warning, screaming, lethal danger. His max-level survival instinct triggers as her deadly chains fly. He barely dodges. Dodging lethal blades and dangerously thick thighs at the same time is incredibly stressful work. He knows the meta. Fighting this monstrous woman right now is an instant game over. He waves his hands frantically. Time out. Big misunderstanding. I am not a creep sneaking up on sleeping girls. Boom. Smash. Every single attack rattles his bones, even with his overpowered buffs fully active. The chain whips again. He leaps for his life. She literally breakdances and launches a flying dagger straight at his face. Our guy freezes completely. The blade stops 1 inch from his nose, and suddenly drops out of thin air. Bingo. 3.5 steps. That is her maximum attack range. Gotta love those cursed game mechanics. The boss glares at him politely. Step forward, please. Our boy sweats. So you can instantly murder me. She nods shamelessly. Wait. She's actually shocked he figured out her weakness so fast. Our guy spots an opening. She is trapped here with 0 food delivery. Hey, want a super yummy healing biscuit? She snorts like a proud boss. Do I look dumb? I am totally not hungry. Growl. He tosses the snack. She snatches it midair like a starving puppy. Moments later, she happily munches away. Okay, attacking you was a mistake. Our boy exhales. Thank goodness for gamer snacks saving lives. Why are you here? She demands. Time for a charisma check. He spins a massive lie about being her designated delivery boy. Someone secretly hired me to feed you. She narrows her eyes. Someone I know. He nods like a pro actor. Armed with read the wiki knowledge, he casually drops a lore bomb. Do not panic, your sister is chilling in the Holy Empire. The Emperor is ignoring you guys for now, so no need to play hide and seek in the dirt. Lore dump accurate to Yura is a fugitive from the Holy Empire hiding in this academy to dodge the Emperor. Her weapon is super cursed, hence the hilariously short 3-step attack range. Just another crazy day for our boy. That girl had to ditch this place. So our overpowered gamer boy is stepping up to deliver the message that her sister is totally safe. Let us be real. After all that trauma, she deserves a vacation. Cut to our newbie academy students panting at the top of a giant mountain. One random extra points and gasps. Look, the legendary academy, the glorious arcane constitution. A cute blonde non-player character chimes in. Oh my gosh, we have to pick our majors soon. Dodd rolls his eyes. This is the unskippable tutorial cutscene of the game. But as a veteran player, he tunes out the massive lore dump entirely. Some mob character asks Ophelia, "Yo, what is that creepy void zone?" A giant domed city looms in the distance. It is the ultimate restricted area, she warned. Trespassers will not just be prosecuted, they will be absolutely obliterated. Dodd already read the wiki. That is ground zero of the epic heaven versus hell showdown. The exact spot where Holy Messenger shoved demons into a magic locker. Hundreds of thousands of years later. Yeah, the light and dark magic are still throwing hands. Since nobody wants a literal demon apocalypse, the Empire Alliance slapped down a giant sacred triangle to babysit the Doom Zone. This holy geometry is made up of top-tier academies. And yes, one of them is bizarrely named Elephant. A red-haired extra begs for a VIP tour. Ophelia sighs. As long as you stay inside Seraph's holy shield, you will not instantly die. But our main character, he sees this as the perfect window to sneak off and exploit the game mechanics. Fun fact, literal angels from the high heavens actually built this magical safety bubble along with Serapis. All the newbie students press their faces against the glowing barrier, looking like absolute mind-blown idiots. Dodd raises his hand. Teacher, I am an introvert. Can I go eat my lunch in the corner? Taking pity on the socially awkward protagonist, she nods. Just do not wander into the death zone, kid. The jealous mob characters instantly start hating. Look at this country bumpkin acting like a total diva just because he is famous. Ignore the haters. Our boy is busy setting up a ridiculously overpowered incense burner using actual unicorn horn powder and a phoenix feather. How on earth did a level 1 student get legendary crafting materials plot armor? Now he has the ultimate holy thurible, basically a shiny god-tier scented candle. The arcane circles glow brightly. He crosses his fingers. Please let the cheat code work on the first try. Flashbang out. Blinding silhouettes materialize before him. A hidden Easter egg event that normal players never even see. Boom. A literal explosion of holy light shatters the air and bizarre voices echo from the void complaining about military logistics. Hey, rookie. Keep the dirt level, stop digging holes. Dodd squints through the light and spots the absolute legends. Literal majestic angels. The heavenly beings blink in utter confusion. Bro, why is there a random human looking at us right now? The divine entities start whispering. Seriously, why is this weird mortal kid just standing there staring like a total creep? The angelic foreman sighs and waves them off. Ignore the glitch boys, back to work. Meanwhile, Dodd is just casually streaming a live portal to heaven. Honk honk. A divine dump truck rolls up, dumping an endless supply of glowing sacred blocks to keep the heavenly sweatshop running. A blonde angel screams at a slacker. Put down the cloud biscuits and start lifting, you lazy feather brain. Our main character just chomps on his lunch watching a bald angel micromanage the construction site like a frustrated middle manager. The scene is absolute chaos. Infinite, holy bricks dropping from the sky. Angels sweating and our boy just enjoying the VIP theater. According to the lore, these angels run like a strict military unit. The guys with the most wings call the shots, total hierarchy. In the original game, you do not even unlock angels until Chapter 2. And only after grinding reputation with the high-ranking bosses. But these construction angels, they are simple blue-collar workers. Give them what they want, and they will give you the goods. Dodd claps his hands and mutters a quick thanks for the meal. As he takes a massive bite, he eavesdrops on the starving holy beings. Why does that mortal have such a premium lunchbox? One angel drools. Should we politely ask him for a bite? Are you crazy? We cannot abandon our holy post for a mortal snack. Keep stacking those bricks, brothers. Dodd flashes a devilish grin. Oh, are you absolutely sure heavenly construction looks super exhausting? Treat yourselves to a union break. Just eat. And bam! A hidden quest triggers. Delicious mortal food magically teleports straight into the angel's hands. The angel's faces light up like fireworks. 10 minutes of rest sounds like heaven. Thank you. Oh, generous and incredibly based human. Dodd chuckles. It works exactly like the game's item duplication glitch. Send one snack through the portal and it multiplies to feed an entire holy army. Cut to 10 minutes later, the angels are absolutely stuffed and happy. Best lunch break ever. The bald angel boss wipes his mouth, spots the fancy incense burner and sighs. All right, mortal. What is your price? Dodd is genuinely stunned. This holy foreman skipped the entire bargaining phase. Talk about peak efficiency. Our boy had a massive speech ready to swindle them, but hey, bribing divine beings with a bento box is way funnier. A bald angel handing out freebies. Suspicious. The shiny-headed divine being chuckles. He knows exactly what our boy is thinking. Look, kid, you possess a ridiculously overpowered talent, but right now, it is absolute garbage. This is not charity. The angel expects a massive return on investment. Talk about divine capitalism. Ding, the light bulb finally goes on. But wait, which of his crappy skills is actually god tier? Is it his magnet for evil passive? The angel grins. Your hidden power. It is beyond your wildest dreams. We're talking absolute peak existence. The catch, you have got a giant glowing target on your back. Panic mode activated. Our boy instantly starts calculating a desperate survival route. Who knew scamming heaven was this easy? But living up to their hype. That is a whole different nightmare. A second winged dude chimes in. Negotiating with deities without sweating. You've got guts, kid. The bald guy just shrugs. Bam blessing granted. Our main character is still buffering like a bad internet connection. The angel dips out, leaving a final mic drop. Be honored, we even looked at you, mortal. Poof. The portal vanishes, leaving Dodd alone with a massive headache and an impending doom. When even angels say, watch your back, you know you are screwed, but hey, his rank, C plus divine item, just got a massive upgrade. Skill 1, asceticism. Dump all stats into pure, unadulterated meat shield energy for 20 seconds. Skill 2, AC minus rank spell to summon a legendary sword. Oh, wait, nope, it is just a barrier. Bummer. Max defense stats plus a desperation barrier. What is the ultimate combo for? Running away like a coward, the only tiny microscopic issue, he literally has 0 mana. Oops, time for plan B. He approaches a grumpy shop. NPC who barks, what exactly are you good at? Our boy is standing around looking lonely. The merchant scoffs. No solo players allowed, kid. Get a duo. Dodd smirks. My carry is arriving momentarily. The guy laughs. A scrub like you. Yeah, right, but our mastermind already set the trap. Right on cue, Ilya strolls up whistling terribly. Acting like this was totally a coincidence. Dodd gives a cheeky wave. The ultimate meat shield strategy is now in motion. He originally wanted to avoid the main character at all costs, but desperate times call for desperate carrying. Thanks to that angelic death threat, he needs a bodyguard, so he hits her with the smoothest line. Still want to get to know me. Cue the romantic tension. Poor Ilya freezes like a deer in headlights. But then, her brain reboots. She remembers his endless fanboying over Elnor. The gears turn. The ultimate misunderstanding activates. This trash is just using me to make Elnor jealous. What a delusional scrub. Smash cut to the Academy dungeons. A random asks if he is sure about this duo. Dodd grins. Oh yeah, she is practically begging to be besties. Meanwhile, Ilya is glaring daggers at him. Suddenly, Dodd points like a human radar. 3 targets incoming. A monstrous wolf leaps slash. Ilya deletes it from existence with 1 effortless swing. 2 more from above, he yells. And just like that, they are speedrunning the dungeon like a pro-gamer duo. He just plays the backseat gamer while she does all the heavy lifting. Finally, she snaps. Stop barking orders and swing your sword. Dodd goes totally deaf to her complaints. Dodge left 2 daggers incoming. Clang. Right on the money. She barely blocks the ambush in the nick of time. He calls out hidden arrows, then a monster strike. She blocks every single pixel-perfect attack. She glares at him. If your gamer sense is this good, why are you fighting like a level 1 newbie? Here is the hilarious truth. His broken talent only works when he is literally dying. These are safe tutorial monsters, so his powers are on vacation. Our boy sweats buckets. I seriously need to grind some basic stats before I get exposed. Whoosh! Ilya suddenly dashes right at his face. He shrieks internally, is she going to team kill me? Swish. She decapitates a monster sneaking up his back. Badass level maximum. Damn, she is too cool for school. Suddenly, pop confetti rains from the dungeon ceiling. The system voice booms. New server record. Ilya is stunned. She basically solo carried this and still beat everyone. Dodd gives a fake innocent shrug. Guess we got lucky. Truth is, he navigated the most shameless shortcut heavy path imaginable. Ilya's annoyance meter is off the charts, but hidden in the shadows, a tiny witch instructor was recording the whole stream. Instructor Percy adjusts her hat with an evil grin. Note to self. Make next year's dungeon 10 times more impossible. Too easy. The director nodded. But wait, cue the suspense music. This kid knows way too much. Everyone stared at Ilya. But green hair guy, He smelled main character aura on Dodd. Percy scoffed. Why watch the weakling Elia did all the heavy lifting? Green hair just sighed. Nope, she could never carry that hard alone. Look closer. She swung the sword, but he was the human cheat code. Perfect timing, flawless tactics. The guy is practically reading a walkthrough guide. Big brain energy. It is like he speedran this dungeon in a past life. Time to gamble. But suddenly, a mysterious VIP entered the group chat. Bet placed, those two are totally smashing the high score. Win, and they get a blank check. Lose, and they still get participation trophies. Dodd accepted instantly. Percy glared. That smug face needs a serious nerf. Cut to the glasses director. Stop living in the gym. Go touch some grass. Poor Elnor was kissing the floor, sweaty and tired, just trying to unlock a core memory. Flashback time. Mom told spooky bedtime stories about a family demon. The secret sauce, that ancient demon juice granted them crazy superpowers. The catch. Total brain rot. Success means going completely crazy by the end. Why the dark thoughts? Elnor brushed it off. Just edgy anime girl things. Director sighed. Want some juicy gossip instead? Dodd is taking a test with the hero candidate. Also, the artist totally cooked on this scene. Wait, who? Ilya Elnor short-circuited? No way. Those two teaming up, jealousy activated. I am crashing that party. Meanwhile, back to the dungeon. Ilya glared at Dodd. What is the plan, genius? His swagger was getting annoying. He already memorized the monster wiki, but he played dumb. Cue the cocky smirk. Relax, I have you, smooth. Criminal. Ilya blushed hard, but refused to simp. Red hair chimed in. Want more points? Just turn up the heat. Max difficulty. Give me hell. Percy literally blue-screened. You will die! Dodd just shrugged. Let us roll the dice. Ilya was ready to strangle him. No takebacks. The button is pressed. Percy angrily sipped her tea. Fine, be reckless, but prepare to meet your maker. Ilya heard it all. Panic mode engaged, but green hair played the cool uncle. We will just save them if they cry. Boom slaughter mode is on. Show me what you got. Ilya groaned. Time to carry this idiot again. Percy got the popcorn ready. The friend was literally sobbing. Who invited this madman? Plot twist. The mob's got a huge buff. Real damage incoming. But our boy thrives on near-death experiences. System warning. Maximum power unlocked. Unswing. A giant rhino pig lost its head. Clean execution. Green hair grinned. I called it the boy is a total smurf. Ilya looked gorgeous but confused. Why pretend to be weak? But Dodd was already busy farming experience. Percy dropped her jaw. Hackers. This has to be a bug. He was level 1. Green hair laughed. You just do not get it. Flexing by not flexing, that is his whole vibe. I was shocked too. But watch closely. As the mobs scale up, his plot armor gets thicker. Ilya was kicking faces. Absolute queen. But Dodd, full gigachad mode, engaged in midair. Honestly, the artist was just showing off her moves, and we respect it. Best girl holding the line. So reliable. Wait, is that a giant bug? Gross. Ilya screams. Our boy goes full shooting star. He even drops a super secret Tristan sword Artlev. Boom. A massive combo shatters that giant ant monster like cheap glass. Just like that, our ultimate power couple absolutely demolishes the Academy record. But plot twist. He zones out. She mounts the beast and bam, the monster goes kaboom. Enter the green-haired dude clapping like a proud master. Record breaker's baby. Lore drop. Ilya calls him Professor Conrad. Nice to finally meet you. Teach. Conrad gloats to Percy about winning his gamble. Flash forward. Ilya is waving a magic voucher, their prize. Any epic loot from the vault, plus 1 free favor from Percy the loser. She's practically vibrating. Our main character knows this. VIP loot is insanely rare. Suddenly, she hits him with the classic trope. How are you always so chill? She suspects he reads the script, which, spoiler alert, he absolutely does. She extends her hand, totally pitching a premium friendship upgrade. Our boy gives 0 hoots. Dude, wake up, the waifu is literally right there. System alert, Sophie taps his hand and her curiosity stat just hit level 5. Trust meter almost maxed. She dashes off totally hyped for tomorrow's episode of him. Someone mutters that she is crazy. Wait, it is our insanely well-drawn top-tier waifu. Thank the artist. Instantly, she drops the bomb. Do you have a crush on the newbie? System error. Our boy freezes completely brain dead in the romance department. No danger pings from the system, so he relaxes. But wait. Aren't they supposed to be dating? Seriously, somebody give the illustrator a raise. She looks ridiculously gorgeous. She glares. No dodging allowed. Pick a side team newbie or team death. Red alert, survival instincts kicking in. One wrong word equals an instant game over. The artist is milking this suspense. Stop playing with our blood pressure, man. Facing this divine beauty, our idiot panics and drops a legendary romance line. I missed you. Critical hit. She blinks, totally derailed by his sudden smooth talking. He is just praying it worked because her combat stats would literally fold him in half. She smirks. Did you miss me the entire time? Now she demands the full romantic lore. Bro, you dug this hole. Now you have to write the essay to prove it. Wait. The Ice Queen is blushing. She twirls her hair and awkwardly cancels the interrogation. She blames the train incident, demanding he remember his survival priority list. We are all lost. What on earth is this crazy powerhouse even talking about? She shoves an envelope at him. Is it a love confession? Nah, probably a hit job. Going full tsundere, she admits she rushed delivery just to see him today. She dramatically exits, ordering him to read it in secret. Definitely a magical death threat. Mission accepted. Smash cut to 5 seconds later, he is instantly regretting his life choices. Plot twist of the century. The letter demands a fake dating contract. Is she protecting him? Plotting murder. Nobody knows what this wild card is planning. The quest. Just act like a lovebird at the upcoming guild party. Easy? Right? Wrong. The penalty for clicking decline is an absolute nightmare. Rejecting drops her affection stats, totally locking him out of the best cheat skills. Knock knock. He opens up, and bam. Elia praises his newly leveled up brain. Hold up another letter. This lucky guy is hoarding all the dating quests. His 0 IQ mouth slips. Another one, he says. She instantly activates interrogation mode. Abort mission. He furiously backpedals, demanding to know what is in her envelope. It is a secret surprise. She flees from school rules, leaving him with yet another ticking time bomb. Before he can even utter a single word, she completely vanishes, leaving him with a glaring death flag. We all know what this means. The welcome banquet has turned into a survival game. He cracks open the letter, praying for a miracle from Elia. Plot twist. It is a secret rendezvous, a blatant trap to steal his heart. The ultimate showdown, final boss versus protagonist. It is happening way too early. This completely breaks the original plot. Why is the system giving him these cursed choices? Pick Elmore. The protagonist destroys him. Pick Ilya Elnor goes full Demon King and wipes out the server. The third choice, reject both heroines. Sounds like the safe play. Ish. McCoy. But wait, that is a massive gamble. Their affection levels are totally unstable. This is an absolute nightmare. How does our guy survive this doom spiral? Big brain time. Just date both of them. Boom. Welcome to the grand banquet. The crowd gasps as the high-tier nobles make their entrance. Stepping into the dazzling hall, the majestic Elia appears, complaining about the sweaty commoners. She calls it a total pigsty, then smiles at our hero. But wait, what is with that absolute garbage haircut? It is a crime against fashion, yet they stroll together like royalty. Plot twist. That is a cheap 1,000-point clone, a literal dummy double, and its special skill. It breathes and walks. That is literally it. He blew his entire life savings on a walking potato. The system pings, mocking his suicidal two-timing strategy. The survival rule is simple. Do not get caught. If the girls see the clone, it is game over. While calculating his survival rate, a massive caged beast violently roars. Monster tamers push through the crowd, screaming at the peasants to move. Our metagamer knows the script. That beast is a scheduled disaster event. Total chaos is guaranteed. The perfect smokescreen. Use the monster attack to despawn the clone. Plus, he equipped a risky new skill. Pheromones. Wait, scratch that. Is that just the clone's tragic code name? System alert. Title upgraded to True Man. What does that even mean? Holy crap, he is literally emitting pink smoke. Speak of the devil, Elmore suddenly spawns right behind him. She sniffs the air like a bloodhound, asking about his weird cologne. He sweats bullets, blaming the garden flowers, but this villainess holds nothing back. She admits the scent is making her lose her mind. Panic mode activated. He tries to fan away his own aura before he gets devoured. Ding, system notification. Pheromone debuff successfully applied to final boss Elmore. Her sanity points are dropping. She blushes hard, wondering why he suddenly looks like an absolute snack. He is radiating pure charm. Meanwhile, our hero is screaming internally. Tactical retreat. He speed walks toward the crowded plaza, trying to survive this romantic trap. Multitasking. Nightmare. Piloting his clone while managing a flustered Elmore. The girl is literally gasping for air, praying she does not enter Yandere mode. He nervously offers her food. She instantly agrees. Let us go on a street food date. Time for greasy monster meat on a stick. A calculated sabotage. He is trying to lower her affection level. She is a high society noble, right? Greasy street food should gross her out, but logic does not apply to a smitten boss character. She practically drools over the junk food. Task failed successfully, her affection just leveled up. Emergency pivot. He aggressively complains that the meat tastes like rubber. She just smirks, asking why he is still chewing. Fear unlocks in his soul. This woman is completely unshakable. Rule number 1 of 2 timing. Keep the heroines on opposite sides of the map, or it is instant death. Pit stop at the merchant stall. She offers to buy her fake boyfriend a trinket. He reflexively offers to buy her a gift instead. Wait. Brain freeze. That is a massive dating sim mistake. Friendship points are going to skyrocket. He is digging his own romantic grave. Absolute galaxy brain sabotage. He offers her a piece of literal garbage. A second-hand coat button. Romance is officially dead. Boom! Absolutely unstoppable. She is genuinely amazed he noticed a missing button on her uniform. Talk about eagle-eyed dedication. Our boy is sweating bullets. He just wants to vanish into thin air while she flashes that wicked smirk. Cut to the dining hall. She goes full interrogator mode about his major. His master plan theology. You know, hitting the books to study the divine beings up in the sky? Eleanor shoots that down instantly. With his crazy, overpowered stats, skipping night training is a massive waste of potential. But our main character stands firm. He has a super-secret, ultra-important reason for choosing the holy path. Looming over him like a boss monster, Eleanor demands the juicy details right this second. His excuse: protecting his precious people. Obviously, she wants a name drop right now. Spoiler alert, he is low-key playing the romantic, but his real goal is just surviving and stopping her from going full demon mode. Holy skills equal ultimate survival. Plus, keeping her sane is a fantastic bonus quest. Big brain energy. He hits her with the classic childhood promise trope, because thanks to his meta-knowledge, he knows the dreaded secret society event is dropping soon. And that mid-boss only takes holy damage. Gotta min-max those stats right from the start. Suddenly, our gorgeous female lead corners him. Is that the real reason he is hanging around her? She knows all about the notorious Tristan family curse, and she totally suspects he knows too. He drops the truth bomb. Yep, he knows her family tree goes completely insane and holy. Mental training is the ultimate cure. Her face screams pure shock. He interrupts her with the ultimate cheat code. The blessing of the angels. A miracle so incredibly rare, it requires 2 top-tier archangels to drop a double buff on one person. Eleanor sighs. Even with their massive wealth and terrifying power, her family could never roll that legendary gotcha. Pull, hence their terrifying reputation. She glares at him again. What is his actual endgame here? Why risk his neck for a cursed girl? Hold up. Is this guy basically proposing right now? Wait, was his plan not to run away? Nope. He looks her dead in the eye and claims her as his ultimate priority. Blushing and completely panicked, she stammers out a why, his epic response. Because if I do not, you are going to die. Just dropping absolute facts. No hidden agenda, just pure survival. Logic at its finest. She twirls her hair, totally flustered. She calls him an absolute weirdo, but he just shrugs and says he gets that a lot. Cards on the table. He spilled the beans and hopes this satisfies her bossy interrogation. Camera pans to the other side of the party. Ilya is also complaining about his weird vibes. The poor girl is strolling with his literal clone. She is clueless, wondering why he is acting like a broken non-player character in a creepy basement. Inside her head, the gears are turning. She needs his intel on the Tristan family drama. The only glitch, she has absolutely zero game when it comes to dealing with dudes. Her social stats are completely maxed out in awkwardness. She is internally screaming, trying to act normal. Plus, why is this basement packed with caged beasts? She is basically doing a solo podcast while the clone stays totally silent. She figures they are just standard academy lab rats used for magic practice. But seriously, what kind of terrible teachers leave raid bosses right next to the student body? She peeks at a massive creature. Wait a second. Are these cages even locked? Absolute safety hazard? Suddenly, a creepy device starts beeping right next to the furious beast. Boom, total disaster. But the absolute Chad clone swoops in. This legend is romancing one girl upstairs while saving another from a bomb. The whole ballroom shakes. Everyone upstairs is completely freaking out. Holy smokes. The clone took massive damage to his back, but hey, her affection meter is breaking the roof. Coughing up blood, he just mumbles that it is all in a day's work. Cue the dramatic collapse as she panics. Before she can cast a heal, the monster breaks free. And of course, it is a high-tier absolute nightmare. Ilya thanks him and grips her weapon. Time to pay back the favor. Ding system quest activated. Main quest update. Save the helpless students from becoming monster snacks. Upstairs, the real main character dashes off. He leaves a bewildered Eleanor behind, yelling at her to stay safe. She screams after him, but he just yells his heroic one-liner about protecting everyone. Cut back below. Ilya is completely out of mana. Poof goes the clone. Our main character drops in like an absolute boss ready to serve some justice. But hold up. Our girl is already in the dirt, surrounded by pure destruction. Hey, at least she is thrilled he is not dead. Ding, her status literally upgrades from curious to interested. The main scenario just took a massive detour. Plot twist. She drops the bomb that a monster broke out, and naturally, it is the absolute unit of the bunch. Hugh panics, guessing this raid boss is stomping around the first floor. If our boy ignores this, the system is going to slap him with a gigantic penalty. Meanwhile, the background students are losing their absolute minds, staring down a towering nightmare. Its eyes are glowing crimson. One random extra throws up a flimsy shield, screaming his lungs out for a professor. Crack, the monster taps it, and the shield is already crumbling. Eleanor steps up, dropping the bad news that the top-tier teachers are missing in action. Worse, her angelic buff is on cooldown. She barks at the local priest to cast a shield, but this guy instantly hits her with a hard no. Apparently, popping a holy barrier is not just a push-button skill for these scrubs. His brilliant plan. Just chill and wait for the cavalry. If a few innocent students get deleted, may collateral damage. She contemplates tapping into her shady family powers even though the Tristans are walking red flags. Seriously, who gave this priest the right to stress out our best girl? Enter the most valuable player. Our guy crashes the party, dripping with pure swagger, shouting that he has got this. The crowd is dumbfounded. Who is this madman charging a raid boss? Eleanor is utterly mesmerized by a zero-hesitation sprint. System activate. He triggers 2 angelic cheat codes at once. Asceticism and Holy Shield are online. Red alert, the system detects fatal danger, tossing him straight into survival mode. Boom. All his stats instantly max out to rank X. The useless shield guy is screaming in confusion while our hero yells to evacuate the crowd while he tanks. Thanks to asceticism, every single stat point he owns is hard-locked into pure defense. He hits like a wet noodle right now, but he slams down a golden barrier exactly 1 millisecond before the monster connects. The useless professors finally gasp, recognizing a top-tier divine buff. The beast goes absolutely berserk, but our boy is an unmoving brick wall. Eleanor is glued to the floor. Her brain is short-circuiting and her affection meter is probably breaking the scale. Cue the peanut gallery. Some back row nerd starts yapping about how this spell requires decades of monk-like suffering. Bro, open your eyes. He is literally spamming it right now. Eleanor just sighs. After all his crazy stunts, her logic module has officially shut down, watching him take hit after hit like an absolute legend. And she realizes he shatters her expectations on a daily basis. Meanwhile, Captain Obvious over there finally grasps that this is not your average magic wall. It is literally out-muscling a boss monster. Out of nowhere, a voice tells the nerd to zip it. Whack! Ilya slaps the back of his head, roasting his dial-up internet brain for being so slow. Eleanor demands a location check. Ilya shrugs, admitting she was sweeping the dungeon, but accidentally let the big boss slip right past her. But now she is totally hyperfixated. How on earth is our rookie flexing a divine shield? According to the lore, you need 10 brutal years at the temple just to cast this as a combat priest. 10 whole years. Eleanor's eyes widen. She suddenly flashbacks to his smooth excuse about studying in the theology department. Cue the romantic echo. His cheesy but heroic line plays in her head. If I do not protect you, you will die. Oh, she is totally caught in the trap now. Her fierce glare melts into massive, sparkling eyes of pure adoration. Ilya casually drops more lore. Even if he is using a cheat item, a normal guy would explode trying to control this. Then Ilya smirks and calls Eleanor the luckiest girl alive. Before our tsundere can even process this, the artist blesses us with a jaw-dropping illustration. Ilya spells it out. This absolute madman is enduring hell solely for her sake. Look at him sweating bullets. He threw himself into the boss room on purpose. Every insane thing he has done, 100% dedication to his future girl. Eleanor's heart does a backflip. She realizes she has felt this spark since day one. Cue the dramatic metaphor. She pictures herself lost in a pitch-black void until his shining beacon of main character energy pierces the dark. Whatever that symbolic light means, she looks absolutely stunning, wiping her blade, finally accepting that this guy is built completely different. Back to the action. The monster is still hammering the shield while the academy staff stand around like useless decorations. Since the adults are basically away from keyboard, our fierce heroine leaps into the fray, aiming a lethal swing right at the beast's skull. Hold up, is she crying in the rain right now? My heart cannot take it, but honestly, she looks like a literal goddess doing it. Clang, her blade connects flawlessly with the monster's blind spot, erupting into a glorious shower of sparks. Boom. The sheer kinetic force launches the massive beast crashing straight through the concrete wall. My jaw hits the floor. The monster jumps back up. But Elnor, she readies her blade. Ah, the legendary Tristan family sword art. Bam, bam, bam! She stabs faster than a machine gun, just straight up poking holes in its chest. And she is not even sweating. Total Ice Queen vibes. She bullies the poor monster. Then boom, a traumatana to the neck. Yeet! The beast goes flying again. Yeah, that thing is definitely dead. Wait, her aura is totally different. My copycat skill did not capture this. Hold up. She is not even in this story arc. Did the author rewrite the plot? Ding mission accomplished 0 casualties. We take those perfect clears. The system chimes in. Backup knights arriving in 30 seconds. Talk about late to the party. Plot twist. The crazy monster-loving professors. They're total Tristan family fanboys. So Elnor stepping in, basically cleaning up her family's mess, which is wild since she usually hates politics. Why play the hero now? Meanwhile, the background extras are screaming. Total fire and chaos everywhere. But our gorgeous heroine just stares at me. Are you still breathing? She sighs heavily. Finally, it is over. Classic rookie mistake. Never say it is over. The monster crawls out of the fire. Uglier than before. Watch out, I scream. And like an absolute simp, I teleport right in front to shield her. The bony skeleton beast grabs me. Ouch! My tanking skills are out of juice. Lights out for our main character. I wake up in a hospital bed. Panic mode activated. Where is the ugly monster? Chill out, kid. A fancy lady with a monocle speaks up. The beast is toast and your girl is fine. Oh, snap, it is Chancellor Adeline. She snaps her book shut. Surprised to see me? She asks with a smirk. I have been waiting for the perfect chance. We never properly chatted after your freshman brawl. Red alert. This woman is a 1,000-year-old immortal. Why is a VIP like her visiting a scrub like me? Is she going to ask about my holy angel buff? Nope. She is here to serve bad news. And even worse news. Hit me with the bad news first. I will save my tears for later. You are a total magnet for trouble. Every massive disaster. You are right in the middle of the screenshot. With my 1,000 years of wisdom, I can guarantee your life is about to get way harder. Now for the worst news. Spill the tea. What do you know about the demon's future? Poker face activated. I give her 0 reaction. She chuckles. Wow, tough crowd. I am not spilling any spoilers until you tell me what you are plotting. Lady. Playing dumb, huh? I fire back. Then why am I still classless like a total noob? She leans in close. Too close. I know you are salty about the loading screen. But you caused too much lag. I am managing your stats manually. Society is basically a ticking time bomb right now. The 3 big boss factions. They are throwing a fit. Everyone wants to snatch up overpowered rookies like you. Yeah, I know the lore. The 3-way turf war. Classic fantasy politics. Heaven, hell, and everything in between. Total toxic love triangle setup. And this school. Plopped right in the middle. A literal buffer zone for the holy and demonic smackdown. Everyone wants to be the top dog? Adeline nods. Spot on, kid. The triangle is breaking down. Sure, they act like beasties on paper, but behind the fake smiles, it is a cutthroat deathmatch. Winner takes all the glory. The clueless mobs outside do not know a thing. But this shadow war, it is the reason our campus keeps blowing up. Let me guess. My overpowered stunts made me a prime target, big neon sign on my head, but nobody attacked me yet. So someone has been blocking my server data, censoring my stats. Adeline looks shook. Big brain energy right here. I totally get it. You are scared I will get kidnapped, drafted into an enemy guild. She nods. Bingo. If they catch out to you? It is game over for the server. Suddenly apocalyptic visions flash in my head. Yikes! She flashes a piece of paper. Know this shiny logo? Duh! It is the Purifiers Guild. Adeline drops her jaw. Wait, did this freshman read the script? Enter the Purifiers, a shady underground cult of demon-worshipping fanatics. Their master plan dragged demons straight out of the underworld to trigger a literal apocalypse. Classic villain stuff. That academy attacked the hit on Elnor, all them. And right now they're dead set on wiping the Tristan bloodline off the map. They will absolutely strike again. Our guy looks at Adeline completely baffled. Why dump this massive lore on him? Adeline just hits him with the classic mysterious NPC smile. She cannot say, obviously. Instead, she casually tosses him an interdimensional key. A totally broken, game-shattering cheat item that opens portals between realities. Seeing his jaw drop, she smirks. He clearly knows its value. She promises to keep a very close eye on his progress. Bring her good results and more legendary loot might follow, but she winks. This little chat. Take it to the grave. Right before vanishing, she drops a bomb. How are things with the hero candidate and the Tristan heiress? Our boy physically buffers. Is she stalking him? Sweating nervously, he mutters that they're doing just fine. Adeline's smile sharpens. Keep it that way. Panic sets in. Why does his love life matter to the apocalypse? Because of their dynamic shifts, the world literally goes boom. He groans internally. Why is this world's survival always hanging by a thread? Adeline just shrugs. Hey, you got involved, buddy. That sounds like a you problem. She will not spoil the ending, but the ultimate master plan completely hinges on the three of them. She dips, leaving him staring at this reality-bending key. Honestly, letting the world burn is starting to look real tempting. Getting this endgame item in the tutorial phase, the plot is definitely glitching. Suddenly, Professor Connor ambushes him from nowhere. The guy is panting like he just ran a marathon to find him. Our boy shoves the godly artifact in his pocket, playing dumb. Connor pushes up his glasses. Unassigned or not skipping class is a crime against academia. He shoves a schedule into his hands. Tomorrow's duties. One look at the roster, and our guy's soul leaves his body. The universe truly hates him. He is scheduled right between Elnor and the ever-terrifying Elia. Forget the demon lords, his personal apocalypse starts tomorrow. Cut to the training hall. A lecture on why swords rule supreme is putting everyone to sleep. The instructor is yapping endlessly about blade theory, blah-blah angles, and leverage, until a cold voice cuts him off. Enter Elnor, the Ice Queen. She casually roasts his entire syllabus. Theory does not win, real bloodbaths teach. The poor instructor freezes. Absolute critical damage to his ego, totally decimated by a freshman. He just stands there, pointer stuck in the air like a glitching NPC. The peanut gallery starts whispering. Yeah, swords suck against fireballs and sniper arrows, but then Elia steps up to defend the nerds. She smiles brightly. A true master simply cuts the magic, or parries the arrow. Obviously, Elnor glares back. Get real. If you're standing in a swamp facing high-ground archers, a sword is just a heavy metal stick. Boom. The debate instantly escalates into a fierce verbal war. And guess who is trapped directly in the crossfire? Our boy is practically sweating blood. The tension is suffocating. They are literally glaring daggers into each other's souls. Elia crosses her arms. Stop disrupting the class with your pessimistic attitude, President. Elnor scoffs. As student council president, I refuse to let these rookies die because of garbage theory. The great theory versus practice war rages on. Meanwhile, our guy is mentally begging the heavens to just ring the bell. He is literally the meat in a very deadly sandwich. And because of their aura clash, the entire classroom is staring right at him. But what did he expect? He is sitting between the ultimate hero and the untouchable school idol. Ding, suddenly the system chimes. Elnor's affection hit level 1, dropping a sweet reward right in his lap. Score. Tristan's sword mastery jumped to 58%. Plus, he snatched a Demon Slayer breathing buff to crank up his stamina. Not a bad haul at all. This is the perfect tank build setup for frontline survival. Wait. Elia's eyes are locked onto him. Or rather, she is burning holes into the super chill Elnor sitting next to him. The catfight continues, and a terrifying realization hits him. Oh, so this is why she becomes an absolute monster when she inevitably turns evil. Ding ding. Elia's stats evolve from curiosity level 5 to interest level 1. Double reward time. The system notification pops up. Skill acquired, rule of evil, a totally villainous perk. Corrupt a pure-hearted soul, and they are magically forced to obey one command. Absolute mind control. The system throws in some sinister advice. Hug your friends, but squeeze your enemies. Farming trust from good guys drops the juiciest loot because it is insanely hard, and the ultimate jackpot, if he manages to drag these absolute saints down into the dark side. Ding, epic villain loot acquired, but our main character is sweating bullets. Why does the system want him to be the ultimate bad guy? Cut to the murder forest. It is survival training time. Instructor Conrad drops the easiest quest ever. Fetch me something shiny in 10 minutes. Go. The grading rubric. Pure vibes, apparently. Figure it out yourselves. Newbies. The class president is co-judging. Everyone panics. Meanwhile, Elia is absolutely fuming at this rigged setup, staring at his floating blue screens. Our guy is having an existential crisis. How do you even corrupt a saint? Cue the sparkling background, the stunning Elia appears. Team up with me? She asks. Go play with your own squad, he grumbles. But she hits him with the friend zone reverse Uno card. Inner panic mode engaged. This crazy powerhouse needs to stick with the main cast. They have a demon lord to slay later. The main hero squad is staring daggers at him. Ilya sends a party invite. Hard pass. He refuses to be a background mob character. She gives him the puppy dog eyes. He plays it cold. We are barely acquaintances, he drops the ice. Critical hit. She takes massive emotional damage. Guess not, she mutters, completely crushed. Even the holy nun nearby looks ready to cry. Did I overdo the edgelord act, he wonders. But survival means avoiding main character plotlines. Enter the generic blonde rival. Posing dramatically, he interrogates our boy. What is your deal with the chosen hero? Oh, it is Talion Armin, the silver medalist of the class. Forever second place behind Ilya. With the blankest stare imaginable, our guy shrugs. We literally just met, bro. But Mr. Second Place is furious. A genius like her should not breathe the same air as you. Ding rule of evil triggers achievement unlocked. You just pissed off a righteous dude. Talion keeps yapping about fake duels, but our boy is grinning like a goblin. Free villain points. The corruption mechanic finally makes sense. Meanwhile, Talion demands a full confession of cheating. Checking his meta-knowledge. A future mid-boss, the absolute perfect punching bag for our main character. He steps right into his personal space. That duel was real, buddy. Talion copes and seethes. One-shotting his ego broke the poor guy's brain. The power gap is just too massive to process. Ilya overhears the whole tragic monologue, veins popping. Talion challenges him to a bet. Let us see who aces this test, he barks. Our boy smirks. Oh, it is on. Cut to the teacher's desk. Conrad is begging Elnor to actually grade the tests, but she is totally checked out. Why? Because our boy has not even handed anything in, and she already gave him a perfect score. Pure, shameless favoritism. Question my grading, she threatens. Then I will just have to stalk him to prove his worth. Conrad facepalms so hard. Look, I know you are obsessed with the kid. Sundar mode engaged. I am not obsessed. I just want to ruin Ilya's chances. She begs to go monitor him. Conrad threatens to ban her from the forest entirely. Back in the woods, the holy priestess is clutching her cross. Ilya is acting super unhinged today. Ilya is absolutely blending monsters into smoothies. The axe bro is hyped, demanding bigger bosses. The smart blonde guy suggests farming shiny rocks instead. Nobody wants a failing grade here. The mage nods totally down for the easy route. But suddenly, a sinister purple magic circle glitches right over Ilya's heart. Her face goes full Yandere while slaughtering mobs. The empath priestess senses the dark vibes. Beneath that smile is pure rage. The priestess gently pokes the bear. You good bestie. Cue the creepiest forced smile ever. I'm totally fine, just perfect. Nun pushes harder. Spit it out, sister. But Ilya just dodges the question entirely. I said I am fine, she snaps. But the holy radar does not lie. The nun keeps digging. Finally, the hero's willpower breaks. She flops under a tree with a massive sigh. Okay. You caught me. It is literally impossible to lie to the party's healer. Ilya's bestie pulls up a chair. She drops the ultimate truth bomb. Our girl is totally pouting because Dodd Campbell keeps dodging her even though she just wants to be besties. Ilya sighs and spills the tea. It makes zero sense to her. After all the crazy life-or-death drama they just survived together, why is he acting so cold? Oh, there's a literal invisible wall between them. But Trisha puts on her detective glasses. She whispers that maybe, just maybe, our boy is hiding his true feelings. Ilya's eyes sparkle with sudden hope. She begs for the juicy details. Trisha goes full philosopher, pointing out that Dodd is just a humble guy from the middle of nowhere, hanging out with a literal hero candidate like Ilya that is asking for maximum aggro from the snobby academy elites. The gossip would be absolutely brutal. Ilya gasps in sheer realization. Is he suffering in silence just to protect her reputation? Trisha nods like a wise sage. Spot on, girl. She bets her entire allowance that Dodd is grinding his levels in secret. He is pushing her away just so he can become a mighty Chad worthy of standing by her side. He definitely treasures their bond. Honestly, the universe absolutely refuses to let our protagonist stay single. His unintentional riz is off the charts. Even when he fumbles the bag, his wing women literally hand it right back. Meanwhile, this ridiculously lucky absolute menace is currently fighting for his life in the woods. There's just one tiny problem. The overpowered buff he totally stole earlier is flashing red. His stamina bar is hitting absolute zero. Ding, the holy system chimes in. He is farming massive points by emotionally damaging someone. That someone is Talion, who is chasing him like a rabid dog. Alert. A brand new quest pops up. Why? Because the sheer unadulterated hater energy radiating off his pursuer is literally breaking the system scales. Talion is foaming at the mouth. He screams that he is going to turn our boy into a human kebab, total psycho behavior. Whoosh! A spear tip barely misses Dodd's spine. Talion unleashes a chaotic storm of thrusts, screeching at him to stop running like a little rat and fight like a man. Dodd hits the brakes and calls for a timeout. The second the raging idiot actually pauses, our merchant-minded hero proposes a 50-50 loot split. Business over bloodshed, right? Wrong Talion screeches in pure fury, so our boy casually detonates a nearby tree and books it. But unfortunately, this crazy guy has the annoying blood of a warrior. He winds up like a major league pitcher and yeets his spear straight at Dodd's head. But wait. A flash of silver splits the sky, a legendary sword cleanly slices the spear in two. Both dudes freeze like deer in headlights. Enter Ilia. She drops onto the scene dripping with absolute main character aura. Her voice drops 20 degrees. She commands that trash mob to keep his dirty hands off her precious friend. Suddenly, Dodd's solo escape plan is totally ruined. She glares daggers. Talion is scratching his thick skull, completely baffled. Bro, this is the first time they have met since that giant monster incident. But Ilia does not care. She marches right up to him and casually presses cold enchanted steel directly against his throat. Time for a history lesson. She coldly corrects his math. This is the first time they have spoken since the day he pathetically lost her. Meanwhile, Dodd is sweating bullets wondering why this crazy chick is so fiercely protective today. Talion, possessing zero survival instincts, flashes a greasy smirk. He tries to hit on her, claiming he missed her beautiful face. Big mistake. Ilia completely ignores his cringe flirting. Her eyes lock on target. She only cares about one thing. Why was he trying to skewer her man? The idiot opens his mouth to spit a lie. Wham! She violently sweeps his legs, dumping him into the dirt like a sack of absolute garbage. The blade returns to his neck. No excuses allowed. Eating dirt. Talion whines in pure confusion. Why is a supreme talent like her defending a seemingly weak loser like Dodd? It blows his tiny mind. The Ice Queen stares down at him. She brutally states that a total extra like him has zero right to judge the legendary companion she chooses to keep. Talion spits blood and sneers. He claims he despises arrogant jerks who think they are superior. Wow. The absolute hypocrisy of this guy is literally comical. Ilia defends Dodd's honor instantly. Her sweet angel Dodd would never act so arrogantly. Cut to our boy. He is standing in the background blinking like a confused owl. Seriously, why is she going full bodyguard mode for him? Then Ilia drops the ultimate bluff. She warns Talion that if he keeps annoying Dodd, his miserable life will actually end. A cold sweat breaks out on Talion's forehead. Flashbacks hit him. If he had eaten that heavy attack from Dodd earlier, he would be seeing the Grim Reaper right now, believing our scammer hero is actually a hidden supreme master. Talion instantly folds. He grovels in the dirt, frantically swearing he will never breathe near Dodd again without an appointment. Ilia smoothly sheathes her blade with a satisfying click. She smiles angelically and declares they can all be best buddies now. Talk about bipolar. She struts away like a boss. Our protagonist is left with his jaw on the floor, desperately trying to process this fever dream. He has no clue why she went full yandere, but hey, at least the friendship meter is high. But whatever romance and drama do not pay the bills. It is time to secure the bag and check his sweet, sweet score. While jogging back to base, he crashes into Trisha. She blocks his path, noting they have crossed paths before. Dodd nods lazily. Yeah, she is part of Ilia's hype squad. The girl takes a deep breath. She has a very serious question. Dodd's inner alarm bells instantly scream danger. She fidgets awkwardly, stumbling over her words like a nervous NPC. She is trying to dig into his deep psychological secrets, but our boy literally dismisses her with a hand wave. Sorry, sister, the grading screen calls my name. Left in the dust, Trisha narrows her eyes. Something is incredibly sus about Ilia's recent behavior. The math is not mathing. Old Ilia would have used the power of friendship and dialogue. But today, she chose immediate violence and a sword to the throat. Trisha gasps. Dodd is a walking red flag and he is corrupting her best friend. Unaware of the drama, our boy finally arrives to meet Conrad, but the place looks like a bomb went off. A massive turf war had literally just happened. Get this. The poor professor had to sweat buckets holding back the insanely overpowered student council president who was hunting our boy down for blood. She was hell-bent on turning Dodd into mincemeat. So Conrad laid down the law. Pass me, and you get him. Fast forward, and the mighty president is now eating dirt completely out of mana. Conrad flexes his professor aura. He orders her to peel herself off the floor, casually praising her sick new moves and ridiculous growth rate. He predicts she will definitely steal his throne soon. But Dodd. Our Sigma male does not care about this anime battle. He deadpans that he is just here to collect his points and log out. Conrad completely blanks on the exam but asks what epic loot our guy brought back. Boom. Our boy drops a massive sack of ultra-rare gems, instantly scoring first place. Percy is absolutely going to drool over this shiny stash. Mission accomplished, time to pacify an angry Elnor, but Trisha randomly spawns to block his path. The professor bails, leaving Trisha to scream in his face about babysitting Ilia, her flawless logic. Take care of her but stay 10 feet away. because boys make Elia short-circuit. Absolute 0 sense. Our guy just nods, hits her with an all right, and waves goodbye like a boss. He promises to try, while Trisha silently prays he survives the upcoming harem chaos. She goes back to healing Elmore, chewing on a very dangerous truth. Ilya looks chill, but poke the bear and you die. Cut to Percy asking if it is favor cashing time. Oh yeah, time to milk a massive favor from the goddess of magic herself. Percy groans, telling him to scram because complex magic gives her a mega migraine lately. He smirks, saying teamwork makes the dream work. She snaps that nobody would work if he tossed that stupid coupon. Suddenly, our boy realizes the entire room is staring daggers at him. Tough luck, crowd. A boss fight is coming. Percy gives an epic sigh of defeat and agrees. So, what is the big wish? He gulps. He has a 500-point evil seed ready for the system shop. He is currently rocking a negative affinity with Ilya, which unlocks the rule of evil total mind control activated, and Talion is on that messed up list too. Add up his crazy skills and stolen loot and he is basically a walking cheat code. Only one tiny problem. His stats are still garbage, but our genius has a perfectly sane solution. I need a cannon, he declares. One big enough to nuke the entire school. Percy asks if his brain fell out. He deadpan repeats the order. She stares in pure horror, admitting the crafting part is actually super easy. The real issue is why he wants to casually vaporize the campus. But he interrupts her panic, citing the fine print. The contract says ordinary items only, and a giant laser cannon is totally normal, right? Percy screams that an apocalyptic doomsday device is the literal opposite of normal. Our boy swears he will not aim it at students. He just needs to casually obliterate a minor problem. That somehow sounds infinitely worse. But she rubs her temples, gives up, and blindly trusts his madness. Since he has been a good little monster slayer, she will build his giant academy nuking boomstick. Then whispering to her own shattered sanity, she mutters about the chancellor trusting a dude who accidentally built a massive harem. Is this idiot really the hero? Wait! What harem, he asks. She freezes. Her inner monologue just broadcasted on speaker. She blushes like a tomato while he tells her to chill out because there's one more greedy request. She groans, asking what now? Oh, right. He gets a free pull from the legendary vision storage. The sweet reward for breaking the server records. Cut to the hallway cannon blueprint secured now for the farming grind. Luckily, with his interdimensional magic cart material, farming is an absolute breeze. Suddenly, an old dude with a cane blocks the path. Wait a second, is that the creep from the bloody photo? Oh yeah, villain radar is going crazy. The guy smirks, acting like this random encounter is purely fate. Total coincidence, sure buddy. He introduces himself as the totally not evil Gaylor Riverbog. He claims he runs a sweet charity. Our boy tries not to laugh. Charity. Try massive money laundering scheme. This crusty geezer is the literal mid-boss of the current arc, the big bad leader of blazing fire. The old man praises our boy, calling him the legendary rookie monster slayer who hangs around Elmore. Definitely not normal behavior for a background character. He lays the fake compliments on extra thick. He slides over a shiny business card, giving his absolute classic villain recruitment speech. I would love to buy you dinner, he offers smoothly. Hard pass, you creepy old bat. Our guy already has a 10-mile wait list of waifus wanting to feed him 0 time for villain dates. Dodd cuts the chatter. Plot derailment alert. This creep wanted Ilya. Why is he flirting with me? Am I the heroine now? That completely wrecks the original novel's script. Dodd nervously laughs it off. The creep leaves, dropping a dinner date at Twilight Eye in 3 days. Trapped. But hey, better me than Ilya becoming his prey. Twilight Eye. Super fancy. And this VIP card is literally glowing like a radioactive potato. Guess our boy is going on a date. Main quest alert. In this cursed system, the only answer is yes. Deviate and you die. His brain goes into absolute overdrive to survive. Tactical calculation complete. Beating this boss, doable. Stealing the heroine's role. Totally baffling. Brain empty. Just focus on surviving today. Knock knock. He finds troublemaker Elmore chilling in a room, shockingly out of uniform. He glares. He immediately throws his hands up in surrender. Stay inside. Just listen to my ridiculous pitch. Sweating bullets, he drops the bomb. Free in 3 days for dinner. Silence. Then a nerd in the back yells about overdue library books. Dust collectors. Elmore sharply tells the nerd to zip it. Just the 2 of us. Dodd nods. Absolute lying scumbag. Destination. Twilight Eye. Cue the peanut gallery calling it a romantic hotspot. Elmore smirks. She knows, but why ask her out of nowhere? Details later. Boom, troublemaker successfully flustered and blushing. Flashback time, a flower field. Little Elia is crying and throwing a massive tantrum. Someone apologizes for bullying her, but she bites back like a feral kitten. A joke? You literally pushed me off a mountain. Oops, my bad. She demands her stupid brother stop using her as a punching bag. He tosses her a package. Tough love training to make her strong, apparently. Bread. Did you steal this? Na just bought the cheap, stale scraps. Big news drop. He is getting promoted to a knight apprentice. What does that mean? Basically, shipping off to the meat grinder. Real combat. Maybe even become a guardian. Yeah, right? Sister abusers do not get to be heroic guardians. Life is weird, kid. But wait, won't he just instantly die out there? Only if my luck sucks. My skills are way too overpowered for death. She brutally curses him to die from bad luck. Typical sibling love. A total rebel who only cares about swinging his stupid sword. He just laughs. When I become a guardian, I will protect you forever. Zap back to reality. Knock, knock. Dodd is at Elia's door, begging for forgiveness. I am a country bumpkin. I do not know. City manners. We are totally friends. Please accept these extremely delicious bribe cookies. Yoink. She steals the cookies and calls his apology super cringy. Friendship accepted. Now let me sleep. Wait, trap card activated. I need an urgent favor. Come with me. Is this dude insane? Meanwhile, Elnor looks drop-dead gorgeous doing literal paperwork, just casually managing club funds like an absolute boss. Glasses Chan drops the intel. New transfer students are incoming. One is a fallen tribal princess. Yep. A tribal VIP's daughter. Talk about a massive royal downgrade. Total exile status achieved. Her name is Lulu Garuda, and judging by that crazy martial strike, that's thigh tattoo girl equals pure terror. Eleanor just smirks. She totally knows her. Plot twist. Next semester brings a literal holy empire. Saint. Wait, is she rolling up solo? Obviously not. She is bringing an entire entourage. Our gorgeous prez activates her big brain, a holy saint and an exiled princess. Crashing here at the exact same time. Suspicion level, maximum. Desk slam. Someone is definitely pulling the strings behind the scenes. Her friend deadpans. This academy is always a dumpster fire. Eleanor sighs, totally, forgetting that fact. My bad, just stressed. Meanwhile, under the moonlight, our boy chills totally clueless about the official observation hour. 10 out of 10 night sky. Leah is sweating bullets next to him. Are we seriously doing this? Our idiot hero just grins. Just wait for it. Hold up. Are they sitting on a freaking catapult? Are they actually launching themselves? VIP Chancellor pass unlocked. He yells, "Here we go," and boom, they become human cannonballs. Keep your eyes peeled, Bam. They smash right into a sky portal as his dimensional card activates. Keep your eyes open, he said. Flashback time. Her brother used those exact same words. Our boy did warn her this was sketchy. Zap! They vanish into thin air. Remember that giant hole from last time? Yep. They dove right in. Tick-tock. The main character yells that time is running out. Dimensional realm. Rule number 1. Do not touch anything. He bounces across floating space rocks like an absolute madman. Zero gravity unlocked. We need to go higher, people. Aaliyah screams, "What are we even looking for?" You will see. Terrified, she clings to a pebble and finally jumps. Yeet. She plummets straight down. Then the scenery violently glitches. Welcome to the fire zone. Wait. Aaliyah cries out. Are we seriously leaving mom and dad to burn? Big bro plays the hero. I've got the parents. If the apocalypse monsters show up, you run and hide. She grabs his epic cloak. Tears falling, she begs. What about you? Brutal truth bomb. Mom and dad are already gone. He is the last man standing. He screams at her to run for her life. Staying together equals double death. Remember, I am your brother and your shield. Your only job is to survive. Run far away. We will reunite at the training mountain. I promise. Cloak ripped off epic. Goodbye. He claims he will follow her soon, but come on, will he really? Reality check. A hand yanks her arm. Our boy smirks. Hey, you are falling super slowly. Hang in there. Aaliyah, you will get used to the weird physics, I swear. Fast forward, they land on a tiny space rock near Gregory's zone. He whips out a magical vacuum bag. Zip it up. It puffs up like a balloon. But suddenly, pitch black darkness. Giant nightmare teeth spawn out of nowhere. Interdimensional beast incoming. Time to bounce. Loot time. Grab the monster. Drops before we die, he yells. Aaliyah is freaking out, getting absolutely drenched in monster slime. Giant jaws snap shut, but they warp to solid ground. Big brain gamer moment. The card effect lasted exactly as planned. You alive? He asks. She is covered head to toe in gross monster spit. Definitely zero romance. Points here. She snaps. You absolute jerk. You planned this whole suicidal run. He proudly admits it. Pro gamer move. Speed, running Gregory's loot zone is just basic strategy. But why hide the crazy dimensional trip, she screams. Duh. Because you would have chickened out. She violently hurls the loot bag at his face. Bag secured. But she is raging at getting dragged into this mess. He bows and begs for forgiveness. But wait, her affection meter goes up. Ding affection. Level 4. Our boy freezes in pure panic. What the heck is wrong with this crazy woman? Slime girl rage quits. Why? Because she totally caught feelings mid-flight. Sweaty hair tied up. She expects something spicy, but our clueless hero just casually drops a ghost weapon on her. Oh. My precious little artist boy. Such legendary talent. Wait, you actually survived the abyss. Yeah, you literally gave me the VIP pass for it. I didn't think you would speedrun it. Also, why does your hair look like deep-fried chicken? Percy zapped me, bro. Whatever time for some ghost goo analysis. Is this pile of legendary loot enough? Heck yeah, it is. Big brain time. He cashes in his reward coupon instantly. Spit it out, I am practically broke now. Keep the gold. I need a massive favor instead. Hand over a ghost weapon. You know, an overpowered sword carrying some ancient dead hero's soul. She squints. Warning, that dead guy inside might wake up and steal your stats. Secretly, she is hyped. Bro is literally cooking up a storm. I want the... Hold up, why are you sweating so hard for a power-up? Stop dodging the plot, bro. Spill the beans. You literally punched an assassin to death. You clapped the hero candidate. Why do you need more buffs? Because the final bosses will literally eat me. Plus, my waifu harem is a total death trap. Uno reverse card. Why are you simping for my success? I am not. Come on, I am a walking spoiler, warning with abyss access and ghost knowledge. The whole Magic Academy is basically my personal reality show right now. And get this, even the big boss chancellor is my shadow. So why are you my sugar mommy? Watch your mouth, kid. Honestly, just because you have a pretty face. He sweat drops. Stalemate. Nobody is dropping their backstory today. Whatever. Give me the ghost sword and let's speed run to chapter 2. Hold up. Still gotta clear the Midnight Purifier boss fight first. Suddenly, a voice, and those legendary pouty lips mean trouble. Elnor has entered the chat. Wait, she is fully clothed today. No fan service. Been waiting since 6 o'clock. Our boy is completely malfunctioning at her pure maiden vibe. She planned this whole dinner route like a tactical military strike. First time touching grass. He is sweating bullets trying to maintain eye contact. Brain buffering, is this a date? Yes, she is absolutely dragging him on a date. Hand-holding secured, but alas. The boss fight is a massive queue of non-playable characters. Rest in peace, dinner plans. We are never getting past this mob. Wait, is that Blondie playing Bouncer Talon, bro? What are you doing? Minimum wage, grind. My noble family cut me off, okay? But more importantly, why are you bagging the student president? Explain this forbidden ship right now. Awkward silence intensifies. It is totally a date, but Elnor flashes her VIP president badge, skip the line. Bouncer boy yields. But wait, main character, radar pings. Bro, what is that cursed necklace? Just a sponsor gift. The shady marquee gave it to him. It is literally a brainwashing collar. Yeah, this dude is about to become a mind-controlled mini-boss. Take off the cursed bling immediately. Clueless Blondie obeys the alpha energy. The waifu affection stats are breaking the matrix. The plot is officially off the rails. The villains are adapting 0% chance. This date ends without an explosion. The plot armor is definitely cracking, and to make things worse, Elnor is standing right beside him. Peace was never an option. Bam. A creepy old man slams his cane. Greetings, Miss Tristan and Student Dowd. Our main character instantly enters panic mode. Time to calculate a counterattack. System alert. Main mission initiated. A boss-level villain is scheming goals survive his trap. The old man smirks. May I borrow Dowd for a tiny chat? Elnor steps up like an absolute queen. Excuse me, why Dowd sweats bullets. Chill, it is totally fine. Lackeys try dragging her to the VIP zone. She is absolutely baffled. The Marquis chuckles at their cute dynamic. Once we finish our little villain monologue, she can join the VIP club. Fancy drinks are served. Know why you are here, boy. Dowd just speed runs the plot. Demon revival nonsense, right? Security is practically asleep during the Moonlight Festival. Perfect timing for a bloodbath. farming those sweet, dark energy points from innocent lives. Spawn a bunch of monsters everywhere. Toss in some ninja assassins to stall the noble knights, all to awaken the Tristan family demon. Spoiler alert, I already snitched to the chancellor. So what is your backup plan, old man? Critical hit to the villain's ego in record time. The marquee is sweating. No wonder the prophet favors this brat. Looks dumb, but plays five-dimensional chess. He is built entirely different. The marquee scoffs. Too bad my goons already handled your little girlfriend. Bet you missed this in your script. Boom door obliterated. Elnor poses beautifully with her crimson dagger. Flashback time. Creepy thugs approached her earlier, thinking she was vulnerable. Dowd's warning echoed perfectly in her head. Madam President, cultists are going to ambush you. I know your madness acts up, but sometimes just let the crazy flow. A thug actually touched her shoulder. Absolute rookie mistake. Death wish granted. Boss music starts playing, vision goes dark, demonic eyes activate. Capture him alive. Yeah, right. Wham! First guy eats the table. The mob surrounds her like doomed background characters. A high kick shatters the face. A quick stab. She is chopping them like festival vegetables. The cursed blade dances on its own. Surviving thugs flee in absolute terror. The Marquise is completely flabbergasted. Impossible. Meanwhile, our fierce president wipes her giant sword. Ah, that hit the spot. System ping Elnor's affection leveled up to friendship. Madness cured by extreme violence. She glares at Dowd. You ruined our hangout. Now you owe me a second date. Ding hidden quest unlocked. You have alerted the overly protective father. Gideon. Before Dowd can process his doom, the Marquise rips a glowing dark core from his own chest. Dowd screams at Elnor. Stop him before he eats that cursed snack. The Marquis unhinges his jaw. Time for some divine dark grace. Cue the dramatic censorship screen. Kaboom. A massive shockwave of pure dark energy. Next chapter. Dowd's hand weakly pokes out of the rubble. He crawls for his life. The mutated Marquis is loving his new dark power up. Was hiding this power. Let us see how you dodge this Dowd Campbell. He is literally floating now. Dowd stares at the floating boss. Yep, the author definitely hates me. That is a late game boss mission to defeat him with 0 collateral damage. But wait, there's worse. The defeated cultists just pulled a zombie respawn, and they're swarming the arena. Someone shouts Professor Dowd's lethal slash. Dowd cringes. Who named that edgy attack? Oh, it is Talon. Talon is just happy he's breathing. What are those freaks? Dowd sighs. That would be you if you kept that cursed necklace. Talon connects the dots instantly. The Marquis did this. Dowd smirks. Unless you want a one-way ticket to hell. Follow my instructions perfectly. Talon nods frantically. I am all ears. Professor Dowd. Meanwhile, Elnor is literally glowing with battle lust, blushing in a war zone totally normal. She swoons. He is so incredibly strategic during a crisis. She cannot even finish fangirling. Our main character is already 5 steps ahead with a master plan. Where did that monster go? Dowd grins like a true mastermind. I know exactly where cultists are predictably stupid. The villains want to turn this planet into a literal hell resort. Earth is their next franchise. But wait, bro. Hit the holy firewall. Demon logic kicks in. Cannot break the barrier. Just scratch the paint. Our boy spawns in and smirks. Too predictable boss. Bro hacked the demon admin privileges and walked straight into the boss room. The boss laughs. Thanks for the free 2 for 1 meal delivery. Main character activates plot armor. We are absolutely not dying today. Elnor is sweating. Why does this guy trust her low-level stats so much? But for her family reputation, she has to carry this raid. Ah yes, the battle couple buff. She violently rushes in. She takes a hit. The main character yells from the floor to keep spamming attacks. Thunder strikes. Our boy goes full matrix. Dodge, roll, spam to confuse the enemy. Ouch, leg slashed. The lightning literally grabbed her like a magnet. The main character is literally floor sliding with magic hacks. Demon yells, stop. Elnor teleports behind him like you first ugly. Boss phase 2 begins. A giant zap misses our guy by a single hair. Shadow Fang's attack. But wait, the holy shield is deployed. The shield tanks the hit, but his health bar still drops drastically. Ragdolled straight to the floor. The demon literally hits the emote button to laugh. Out of mana already. Elnor screams at her boy to wake up. She draws the aggro. The demon mocks their cute couple dynamic. Joke is on him, she totally loved hearing that. Flashback time. He tanked massive damage for her back on the train. He always plays the ultimate tank. Now it is her turn to carry. She tosses him a max potion. I am betting everything on you, idiot. The demon fakes a tear. Cute romance, but time to die. Elnor literally pauses the boss fight for a very serious question. Do we look like a cute couple? The demon is utterly baffled. Yes. Are you going to be a housewife if you live? She just smirks, teleports, and kicks him in the face with full dark aura. Ultimate family skill unleashed. The boss gets absolutely slammed into the dirt. The whole arena shatters. The demon is screaming for the server, admin. Wait! The main character vanished. The demon calls him a sneaky rat. The boss tries to flee, sweating over her next cooldown. Meanwhile, the side characters finally cleared the trash mobs across campus, all thanks to our boy dropping spoiler alerts earlier to prepare them. I owe him a buffet. If not for him, we totally would have wiped. Cut back to the fight. He is grabbing the legendary quest item through immense pain. Suddenly, his girl gets spiked face first into the floor right next to him. The demon smirks. Out of health, out of mana. Good game. A fatal zap goes straight through his chest. Elnor absolutely screams. The screen turns gray. But wait. His passive cheat skill suddenly activates. A glitched system message pops up. She suddenly evolves and our boy is terrified. Wait, the comment section says, those new demon horns are for some spicy extracurricular activities. I am way too innocent for this. Explain what that means in the comments below. The whole world just hit pause. Black and white aesthetics drop and a glaring system message screams his death warrant. Make no mistake, Elnor is officially hacked. She's floating there, flashing a completely unhinged horror movie smile. Oh great, the system just blue-screened, skills stolen, and a literal demon fragment hijacked the girl's body for a grand entrance. To make matters worse, his cursed protagonist Riz is still active, acting like a giant neon sign for every evil monster. The crazier their obsession, the deadlier that magnetic pull becomes. The demon girl glides over, whispers a creepy, "I love you," and casually slices his chest to leave a toxic hickey. It is the legendary mark of the fallen. What does it do? Absolutely. No idea, but it is definitely bad news. Logic has completely left the chat. His wound is literally rewinding in time while possessed. Elnor just floats there. Ding, ding, ding. That is the game's ultimate final boss. And terrifyingly enough, it is acting like his best buddy. Forget changing the timeline. Our boy just needs to survive the next 5 seconds. Time to pull out the ultimate trump card. Copycat mode activated. But the demonic pressure is so insanely thick, his body is about to pop like a water balloon. His physical vessel is literally tearing apart. But he desperately forces the download of that boss-tier skill. You do not just walk away from free, overpowered stats. He needs this cheat code to stand by her side later. Crazy. Elnor claps her hands, giggles a creepy, "See you later," and vanishes, leaving the demon to launch a massive kill shot. The monster blinks. Wait, where did the puny human go? Did he just evaporate? Nope. Death from above. The demon turns, just as a blinding golden meteor crashes into the dirt. The battlefield is pure smoke. The boss is having a total meltdown right, as our main character casually drops into the chat. HP at 1%. No problem. His desperate survival passive suddenly evolves straight into the legendary rank EX. Plus, he just pirated a new skill. Sovereign of Pandemonium translation. 5 minutes of absolute demon-slaying invincibility. Our guy is literally glowing right now. Infinite aura. Farming glitch successfully activated. The demon screams in absolute denial. How is this trash mob so strong? But our boy is already mid-charge. Bam. Nuclear right hook straight to the jaw. The monster goes flying as he smirks. Welcome to round 2. Ugly. Plot twist, theory time. With all this stolen demonic juice, our boy is practically speedrunning his way to becoming the new final boss. The demon is crying, "Hacker," screeching that this random glitch was not in the prophecy notes. Cut to the monster, eating pure dirt. It staggers back up completely. Flabbergasted by the sudden beatdown. Spitting black blood, it panics. Error 404. This human's power scaling makes zero mathematical sense. I grinded for centuries for this vessel, and this kid just pirated it in 5 seconds. Welcome to main character. Privilege, buddy. Throwing a total tantrum, the demon stomps the ground. Cue the dramatic dark mist. Phase 2. Power up. The blessing of Tark's soul activates. The dark energy is practically tearing the terrain apart. Boss enters in rage mode, but our boy just covers his face in shadow and turns this into a brutal point-blank fistfight. We are going full anime mode now. Shockwaves exploding everywhere like a beam struggle, until the demon swings a giant monstrous hand. It grabs his entire head, but psych. The kid instantly pops a legendary golden wing shield. The demon's brain just blue-screened again. Divine protection. Since when do demon users have holy premium accounts? His answer. A devastating holy knee right to the teeth. The boss skips across the landscape like a tossed pebble. The choreography is absolutely peak. Our boy follows up with the most disrespectful, gravity-defying elbow drop in history. Boom. The impact hits so hard the demon gets yeeted into the stratosphere like a broken toy. The boss is dizzy and our guy casually teleports next to it. He hits a random gadget button, smirks, and sends the monster flying again. The demon is crying and screaming, swearing it will rip him into tiny, pathetic pieces. But our guy casually equips a literal bazooka. Trash last words, bro. He fires a blinding laser that melts the screaming boss. Way too late for questions. He dominated the anime battle and ended it with pure slapstick comedy, physics. Quest officially cleared, the system casually drops a hero fragment and a massive 5,000-point jackpot. Talk about over-leveled rewards. The game system definitely had to compensate for that ridiculous boss glitch. He is grinning at his shiny new loot until panic strikes. Oh, right. The unconscious girl. Suddenly, a tiny shoe pokes his spine. It is the sleepy-eyed little sidekick, calmly announcing that Miss Elnor survived the crash. Just one tiny problem. He now has to invent a believable excuse for absolutely destroying a legendary gray demon. What are you talking about? Our boy stammers, but her piercing gaze screams, "Dude, your demonic scent is showing." Meanwhile, cut to our main girl Elnor, who desperately needs a literal blood bank. She is absolutely battered. Who gave them the right to thrash my top-tier waifu? And seriously, where is the healer priestess when you actually need one? Back to the interrogation room, the scary boss lady keeps grilling our sweating hero. The higher-ups are putting this entire disaster zone under a microscope. And since he practically reeks of dark energy, he is prime suspect. Number 1, our guy is trapped right in the hurricane's center. Now he has to spill the beans on this whole ridiculous mess. So much for his dream of being a lazy background mob. Now, he has an ultra VIP pass to the demon underworld. Sweating bullets, he chuckles. Honestly, I just rolled a natural 20 on luck. The absolute boss of Pandemonium, the Grey Demon, kind of has a massive crush on me. The Chancellor just smirks. They already know that Supreme Evil picked Elnor as its shiny new host. And then she casually drops, "Cool story, bro. No more questions." Wait, seriously? Just like that? She orders him to get some rest, and our utterly drained hero immediately faceplants into the floor. 0 stamina left in the tank. But hold up, glitch in the Matrix. Did she just cast Quick Travel Bam? He is suddenly taking a glorious nap on her premium thighs, definitely not complaining about this pillow. She calmly warns him that other cursed demonic fragments are playing hide-and-seek ready to explode anytime. She drops this heavy lore while our boy blushes like a tomato, finally connecting the very obvious dots. In this crazy plotline, more supreme evils spawn because other top-tier girls become walking disaster zones, like that whole chaotic Red Knight drama. The massive headache here, this dark entity loves to constantly swap bodies like trying on new clothes. No matter how insane the plot gets, the only permanent anchors are the dramatic events with Elnor and Elia. The Chancellor reminds him that the Holy Empire's spy network is terrifyingly good. They definitely already have Elnor marked as a ticking time bomb. Our completely lost hero tilts his head. Wait, what? If she knows it is that dangerous, why does it feel like she is trying to build a dangerous collection of demonic waifus right here? She drops a legendary lore bomb. Once upon a time, a demon vessel fell head over heels in love, and the dark fragment just vanished. Turns out romance is the ultimate bug fix for destruction. For one blissful second, our clueless guy thinks, "Phew, not my problem." Sounds like a generic fairy tale, right? Until the Chancellor bluntly points out that the terrifying Grey Demon totally has the hots for him. Staring directly at her holy thighs, he stammers that she must be losing her mind, but she ruthlessly shoots him down. "Your opinion is rejected, soldier. The only fact that matters is the demon's undeniable interest. And honestly, the Chancellor in that military uniform, absolutely game-breaking stats." He listens in shock as she officially stamps his record with outstanding excellence. Therefore, she has one extremely desperate world-saving favor to ask. "I am dead serious. Please use your charm on the demon girls." Our guy recoils like he just took critical damage. "Excuse me? What script are you reading?" Has your brain short-circuited, but she calmly promises to be his personal wingwoman to guarantee his flirting lands critical hits. She assures him he is perfectly safe, since the capture targets are all top-tier ladies. We have the commanding military queen, the adorable shy girl, the wild tribal warrior with those absolute god-tier thighs. And do not forget the little witch, though she comes with a massive danger. Warning, the Chancellor argues he already rolled a legendary start by somehow seducing the Grey Demon. The rest of the harem should be playing on easy mode, but our hero is screaming internally. If my romance stats were actually that high, I wouldn't have lived my entire life as a cursed lone wolf. But the military boss lady is relentless. Flirting is literally the only cheat code left to delete the evil fragments and save reality. Oh, how incredibly convenient. Just build a massive harem at the academy and boom world, peace achieved. He tries to play the moral card. Do you not respect true love? You are literally asking me to become a two-timing scumbag. You know that is a trap, right? She sighs at his newbie mindset. These targets are not your average heroines. They are cultists of chaos who definitely have some profoundly twisted preferences. So throwing away basic morals is practically a requirement. Bowing deeply, she begs our boy to save humanity with his riz. All our protagonist wants is to hit the logout button and escape this ridiculous dating simulator. He nervously asks, "Hey boss, what is the penalty if my flirting fails?" She casually reminds him that in Chapter 14, the game ends with a total humanity wipeout screen. Basically, a terrifying demon empire hits the server. Our guy just curses the sadistic developer who coded this absolute nightmare of a life. Meanwhile, the chat is going absolutely wild. Everyone is screaming to add the chancellor to his growing harem. Hold your horses, chat. He already has 6 chaotic targets to juggle, and the main heroine is just now fluttering her eyes open, confused about her spawn point. Her bestie bursts through the door, sobbing about her sleeping beauty routine. Elnor just groggily asks if she accidentally missed today's lectures. The friend instantly dive-bombs into those legendary thighs, wailing to the viewers that she thought her precious waifu had hit a game over. Elnor pats her head to chill her out immediately, asking if our boy survived the raid. Sniffling, the friend replies, "He got discharged ages ago." The guy barely lost a single health point. Elnor's brain practically blue screens. Wait a minute, I was literally on death's door and that lucky idiot didn't even catch a scratch. Flashback time, Elnor has been taking a dirt nap for 2 whole days. Her best friend is panicking. If she dies, I am murdering him. But Dao steps in. "Chill out," he says. "Our president is way too overpowered to die here." Source, she demands, "Trust me, the Tristan bloodline is built entirely different." She would not throw her life away for a scrub. Boom, back to the present. Elnor wakes up groggy, but her friend instantly unleashes an info dump. Too soon, Elnor groans. No time for healing potions. Listen up. Demons are old news. We have got 2 new legendary headaches inbound. Saint Luciana is crashing our server early. Why is she skipping the tutorial? No clue, but the holy, very important person drops in next week. The Holy Empire is sniffing around for demon activity. But wait, there's a worse boss fight coming. Cut to a gigachad one-shotting a monster. Sir Gideon is entering the chat. Wait a dude. In our magic waifu academy. Unacceptable, ban him. Plot twist. It is Elnor's overpowered dad. Rest in peace to all romantic subplots. Scene shift. The so-called holy saint is literally puffing on a smoke. So much for purity. This edgy saint hates the sunlight like a true vampire. Creepy window guy calls her out. She snaps back. Try living in a dark church cellar. Genius. Then a discount Prince Joffrey whines about the bad vibes. She rolls her eyes. Just shut the window, you annoying non-player character. He wants to sunbathe. She laughs. Sunbathing with a demon cultist and a rogue saint hilarious. I thought you leveled up your charisma. He pouts. Remember when I almost smote you? We are just a temporary raid party. Friendly, please. Friendly fire is absolutely turned on. He flares his dark aura. I hold your leash. Saint. She yawns. Whatever. Edgelord Valkas can yap. She actually has a real escort mission to care about. Yep. She is going to be a massive headache. Anyway, our main character gets a letter. Son, it is sweating season. Drink your water and go touch some grass. I am shipping you a lackey named Herman. Use him as a meat shield. Home is safe. Just stay low-key, and do not aggro the main plot. Be a background character. Oh, and bring home a cute girlfriend for the holidays. Enclosed, a sketchy photo of Elnor. Our boy is just glad his dad did not spawn here. Enter Herman looking absolutely clueless and offering slow-motion assistance. The protagonist takes one look. Yep, his stats are absolute 0. At least he brought seedless grapes. But random mob students are already hating. Look at this try-hard bringing a butler to the Magic Academy. Our hero sighs. Herman dropped the butler act and pretend we are bros. Herman drips grape juice everywhere. Our guy ignores it, stressing over the Chancellor's cryptic quest logs. Typical hero stuff, broken seals, demon kings, and Elnor tied to a cursed storyline. Her scary dad is snooping around, and the main quest is suddenly about a toxic boy king. Problem. He has 0 walkthrough for this. Gideon was not even in the original webtoon. In the canon timeline, Gideon's debut was literally as a dead body. Getting ganked in front of Elnor was the exact trigger for her demonic awakening. But she already powered up, the butterfly effect is real, and Gideon being alive is breaking the game, since our hero is basically stuck in her party. Meeting the scary father-in-law is inevitable. Time to max out his stealth and farm some intel. Game devs really left out the lore on this one, huh? Talon is out here slapping Herman for bullying our boy. But the main character just sighs. Dude, that is my butler. Smack my butler, pay the sword tax tomorrow. And Talon, he drops to his knees instantly. Yes, boss. Total simp behavior. Anyway, moving on to the main event, our boy is plotting with Elnor. He is super confused. Divinity major, but you want sword lessons? Make it make sense. His excuse, Tristan family skills are ultra-rare drop rates. I just need the tutorial. He is totally milking that rising affection meter. Free favors for the win. She agrees to humor her cute junior. Meanwhile, he is secretly planning to steal her entire moveset. Enter the buzzkill. Wow, the busy president slacking off rare spawn. It is Elia sniffing out the private lessons. Elnor casually flexes. He asked me, so I am teaching. Drama alert. Elia objects. She uses a one-handed sword, and you use two. The math is not mathing. Elnor fires back with main character energy. Skill issue. The teacher matters more. Elia goes full resume mode. Exactly. I was a teaching assistant. I should be his master. Elnor is ready to throw hands. Oh, you want to test who is worthier right now? Our guy is sweating. 0 training done, and his waifus are already starting a turf war. Elia draws her blade, bragging about knowing Tristan-style weak points. Big mistake! Herman is just watching the harem catfight unfold. Elia mocks, can you even use your powers with your condition? Elnor smirks. You could never handle it. And boom. Elia leaps in class, is officially in session. Elnor looks insanely bored. Too slow. She blocks a lethal shoulder strike like swatting a fly. Look at those gamer veins popping. Next second, Elia is getting absolutely clapped. Speed hacks Elia is panicking, wondering why her health bar is vanishing so fast. Losing to a demon. No way. Elia stomps and swings wildly, desperate for a critical hit. In her head, she is convinced Elnor is just a ticking time bomb of dark magic. Just another sacrifice, Elia spams her ultimate skill, fiery aura blazing. Our guy is terrified. Friendly fire? You really need anger management? Elnor sighs. She slashes back, pure protective instinct activating. The fire ultimate is completely cancelled. Elia is internally screaming. Herman literally faints from the sheer aura. Elnor flawless victory. Her reaction speed is literally broken. Is she merging with the legendary artifact already? Talk about overpowered. Elia apologizes from the dirt. Elnor drops the coldest life lesson. Good sword, terrible aim. Do not fry your friends. Savage. Herman is still out cold. Meanwhile, our boy realizes Elnor is leveling up way too fast. He is falling behind the meta time to grind stats and maybe use some sneaky cheat codes to survive. Basic swings will not cut it. He needs that holy astral energy. Got a duel class to win. He finds her munching an apple. Looking healthy, he says. Boom! She attacks him instantly. Time to tame the saint's wild sister. Next stage, a massive corrupted skeleton boss is down and a creepy voice echoes. Still waiting for a hero or the power of friendship? Huge mistake, kid. There's always a devil's sibling ready to ruin everything. Wait, is this brother issues instead of daddy issues? Classic villain monologue, hope brings only despair. Give up just like your sister. A single blood drop falls. Demon corruption reaches 99%. Congratulations on becoming a cursed item. Forever alone, the ultimate tragic tank build. Snap back to reality, her eyes fly open. This is Yura's duty, echoes in the creepy abandoned cabin. Flashback over back to the present where she is just trying to enjoy her apple snack. Our guy checks in. Looking good, her response, yeeting a literal sword at his face. 0. Chill. He dodges for his life. She is spamming attack combos internally, screaming for him to run away. Another lethal strike incoming. He parries, falling flat on his back. Her blade pierces the earth just inches from his nose. Talk about a rough date. Not bad, kid, our hero smirked. Told you I would smuggle some snacks. Forgot my handsome face already. She just stared, her brain completely buffering. Her trash brother's voice echoed in her mind. You are just a cursed tool. You will die all alone. But our oblivious hero just kept yapping. I came all this way just for you. Phantom brother strikes again. Die alone, loser. Seriously, someone punched that guy. The trauma was too real, until she spotted the bread sword dropped. Waterfall tears activated. Food heals all wounds. Plus, her favorite delivery boy survived the trip. He is just built different. System alert. Yura's affections skyrocketed. Free loot unlocked. Meanwhile, useless Hernan snored away, ding rank B fencing. Focus acquired reflexes maxed out. Oh, the synergy pair this with desperate survivor. Absolute broken combo. Seriously though, wake up bro. Why are you always taking a nap? Tristan fencing was leveling up too. Weapon mastery 100% complete. Defense ignore unlocked, wake up sleepyhead. Time to flex for the final boss. Oh yeah, mission to impress the scary future father-in-law has begun. Enter Lord Gideon Tristan. The capital was swarming. Non-player characters were offering to carry bags everywhere. Holy Empire. 5 IPs spotted welcome to the most dangerous parent-teacher conference ever. The announcer grabbed the microphone. Welcome to the #1 Magic Academy in the Empire. Get ready for absolute chaos time for a freshman battle royale. The snobby nobles were sweating bullets. Why is the actual god of war sitting right there? To see his daughter Elnor? No way, that guy only breathes violence and destruction. Gideon sat alone like an endgame boss. Only Conrad dared to enter his aggro range. What is up, Gideon? Are you lost? The war. God scoffed. Bored of babysitting yet? Conrad dodged the roast. What brings a living legend to a high school play? Did you hit the maximum level cap? Gideon sighed. Just on a little lunch break. I'm at the mountain-conquering stage of my training. Conrad blinked. Excuse me, what? I sliced a mountain in half. Tristan logic is terrifying. God help whoever tries to date his daughter. Though honestly, everyone wanted an Elnor in their life. Ultimate waifu material chat. 24/7. Battle Royale begins now. Conrad grinned. This batch of newbies is extra spicy. Wooden weapons only. No dying allowed on school grounds. Enter the cannon fodder. Our hero stood dead center, instant regret washing over his face. 0 stealth mode today. Why did he even sign up for this circus? Delusional Talon wanted a piece of him. The Saintess and Elia were just confused by his life choices. It was go time. Big swords, tiny daggers, pure, unadulterated chaos. Red alert. The last student standing gets the sweet, sweet bonus points. Top 10 gets VIP perks, Herman's voice rang out. Just do not die early, please. But our boy only had eyes for Gideon, trying to flirt with the girl. No way. Impressing the terrifying father-in-law, maximum effort activated. Elia sensed 0 threat from the boys. Except for that creepy red hood girl up in the VIP box. Elnor watched. Begin, boom, magic flying absolutely everywhere. Fireballs exploding. Swords clashing. Absolute wizard warfare. And hood girl was just throwing hands. Wait, zoom in on that thigh tattoo. Oh boy. Another hidden boss has entered the chat. Talon rushed in blindly. Why me? Our hero parries perfectly with Tristan style. Did the war god see that the ultimate low-key flex executed? Eye contact secured. But wait. Muscle mommy. Incoming with a flying kick. Boom. She crashes the party one hit, and the wooden sword is dust. She smirks like an absolute demon. Come at me, weakling. Our poor hero gets launched into oblivion. Absolutely obliterated. Who even approved these camera angles? Wait a minute. He knows her. The terrifying daughter of the War Guild. But wait, she belongs in Chapter 5. The crowd is completely paralyzed. She violently tosses her cloak aside. If you will not attack, I will. Ah, the classic fantasy trope. She is 100% a muscle-brained berserker. And our main character knows the lore. She is a total battle-crazed sadist. This early timeline glitch is a disaster. Even max-level survival skills cannot save him now. Is her power level actually higher? Coughing up blood, he panics. Why is this psycho entering a beginner event? Then an arrogant minor boss steps up, vowing to carry his buddy to first place. Our hero desperately whispers, "Run away, you fool," but the idiot bravely declares, "You have to go through me first." Rest in peace, brave idiot. You just challenged the server's biggest sadist. Flash step. Her palm touches his chest. The hero triggers a speed buff, but she just whispers, "Do not die." The legendary 1-inch punch boom bodies fly across the entire arena. Her eyes are glowing with pure madness. Our main character realizes the crazy part. He did not even take a direct hit, but his health bar is crying. She brutally laughs. Wow, you survived impressive for trash. Time to unleash my full power. Our hero quickly calculates his survival odds. The system logic says 0%. She launches a flying kick. He desperately blocks with his blade. She is smiling like a maniac, then she unleashes a terrifying anime-style punch barrage. He blocks for dear life, stamina draining fast. Clang, his sword hits the dirt. I surrender. Wait, this is a genius tactical retreat. Deny the sadist her prey, and watch her get totally obsessed. A 200 IQ play right there. The battle maniac is visibly confused. The crowd is just aggressively blinking. Even the elites admit it was a smart dodge. Our boy walks away yelling, "Stop judging my cowardice." I value my life, thank you very much. The announcer awkwardly declares the match over. Meanwhile, our angry berserker is throwing a tantrum. Come back here, I barely even hit you. Ding. The hidden charm effect randomly activates. Ah yes, the classic toxic romance flag. Our hero giggles, escaping with his life. Suddenly, darkness. A literal potato sack covers his head. That red collar gives away the kidnapper immediately. He rips off the sack to find the legendary Gideon. Did she teach you that sword form? He drops 0 names, acting all mysterious. The main character internally cheers. The master plan is working. Nope. Our boy lies smoothly. Gideon aggressively steps forward. Then where did you learn that style? You cannot fool a swordmaster's eyes. Speak, who is your master? Our hero frantically searches for an excuse. Cold sweat drips down his face. This man is a literal walking weapon. One wrong word equals game over. Desperation kicks in. He claims his master is someone Gideon knows. The fabled Blade Emperor, of course. Gideon's eyes narrow sharply. My master. What a hilarious lie. Keep digging your grave. The hero decides to double down on the scam. Yes, absolutely. He taught me personally and gave me a quest, layering lies like a master con artist. Gideon glares, demanding to know the quest. Our boy drops the biggest bluff in history. My mission is to teach you how to use a sword. Gideon freezes, absolutely baffled. My master said that. The hero nods furiously. Trust me, bro. You'll pay for those arrogant words. Our boy flexes an ego he does not actually have. He has no idea he just triggered boss music. He just wanted to exploit some wiki knowledge. The terrible truth. Gideon's stats are completely hidden. His power level is a terrifying mystery. The ultimate test of survival begins. To Gideon, our hero just looks like a suicidal madman. The suffocating silence breaks. Gideon casually points a single finger. Are you not going to dodge? Our hero blinks, completely lost. In a real fight, you would be a ghost right now. Crash. The teacup and solid table disintegrate. The legendary formless blade technique. An invisible strike that slices reality itself. Our hero's bluff just got way too real. The craziest part, that was the absolute peak of a knight's skill tree. And Gideon casually dropped it like a basic attack. Another monster bites the dust. Gideon sighs, disappointed by the total lack of challenge. Seriously, how is the ultimate master supposed to learn anything from this joke of a fight? Our main character knows the terrifying truth. A strike like that from an Imperial knight, it could easily slice a massive dragon cleanly in half. But here's the kicker. Gideon's technique is still secretly flawed. So our boy hits him with the ultimate bluff. Your reputation is well deserved, Lord Gideon. However, if your mastery was truly complete, you would not have even needed to draw your blade. Hold up. If we are already doing this now, we're going to hit insane anime planet-busting power levels by chapter 120. We are already talking about no movement instant kills. Gideon glares, daring this cheeky kid to explain his bold claim. Little does the knight know our protagonist has the ultimate cheat code. He practically memorized Gideon's posthumous diary in the original game. It held all the juicy secrets. Every single training step, his master's hidden teachings, and the darkest family lore. Armed with massive spoilers, our guy smiles mysteriously. He claims their ultimate goals are actually perfectly aligned. Cue the dramatic flashback. To break the family curse, you must learn to slice the very ocean. So our boy casually name-drops rotational force as the missing puzzle piece. Picture the target in your mind's eye. When the image finally sharpens, you draw the absolute perfect line. And to bring that into reality, you just add the spin. Honestly, even our protagonist is completely lost right now. He is literally just spouting random passages from a future diary, sweating bullets and praying his plot armor holds up. Since the real Gideon has not even written this stuff yet, the knight's mind is absolutely blown. He visualizes a storm of perfect, unstoppable sword arcs. Suddenly, reality itself seems to fracture. Blinding light explodes across the room in a dazzling display of sheer aura. Wait. What just happened? The guy just imagined cutting space and almost leveled the entire room. Now he is staring down our boy, demanding his true identity. Getting a little too close for comfort there, buddy. I am literally just a humble student trying to boost your stats. The bromance is getting a bit too intense, but the master plan is simple. Keep Gideon breathing and stop Elnor from turning into a final boss. And jackpot. He finally scores the ultimate get-out-of-jail-free card, the absolute immunity seal. No matter what hilarious disaster he causes now, he can flash this golden badge and walk away clean. Plus, it summons the ultimate bodyguard for one free rescue. And let me tell you about Gideon. He is the Empire's personal Grim Reaper. When the big bosses cannot handle a problem, they call this exact guy to erase them quietly from the shadows. But wait, the system notifications keep popping. His villainous seduction stats just leveled up out of nowhere. More charm means more overpowered loot. The rewards just keep raining down on him. Thanks to his little chat with the swordmaster, he unlocked the guidance skill. Now whenever a villain pulls out a brand new trick, our boy can literally copy and paste that exact same power. Sure, the copied skills are only on a trial timer, but for his crazy, chaotic schemes, it is absolutely perfect. He jots down some notes, slamming the book shut. The difficulty is set to hell mode, but he will save the Tristan bloodline anyway. Honestly, his fierce dedication to this brooding swordsman, it totally eclipses his interest in any of the actual heroines. Cut to the academy where sacred energy class is putting everyone into a coma. The students are dead inside, and the professor is completely fuming. Half the seats are empty. Nobody gives a single flying toss about his lecture, and he angrily blames it all on that annoying Riverback kid. Sure, a few zombies are normal magical school hazards, but turning into a full-blown demon. Talk about ruining the grading curve. The freshman class is a total dumpster fire this year, but hey, at least nobody knows this shady professor was secretly teaming up with the demon kid. So he plays the role of the innocent, boring teacher perfectly, until some annoying brat raises a hand to ask about training methods. The professor's blood pressure instantly spikes, because out of all the miserable little brats, Dao is the one he despises the absolute most. He aggressively cancels the rest of the lecture and storms off. Back in his office, he is having a massive, villainous meltdown. I should have shredded those suspicious documents already. I should have caught the very first carriage out of this cursed empire. Now that sounds like an incredibly solid escape plan, but suddenly a tiny, innocent knock at the door. Oh, Professor, we need your precious guidance. I have a tiny question about today's boring lecture. The teacher rolls his eyes, cursing his miserable life choices. These pathetic kids are... Boom. The heavy oak door absolutely shatters, launching him brutally across the room. Who kicks a door like that? It is none other than our flawless heroine, ready to step on him with killer heels. Next scene, the pathetic professor is tied up like a captured goblin. With a pounding headache, he glares at Dao, screaming about academy rules and expulsion. But Dao just smirks, telling the old man to sit tight. The trap is completely sprung, and Elnor is standing right there, looking absolutely dangerous and magnificent. The corrupt teacher starts completely panicking, sputtering about his authority and demanding to know who gave these brats the right to arrest him. Elnor hits him with the cold, hard truth. We already know you are a filthy spy, and the whole academy has been briefed on his little demonic side hustle. Wow. Another teacher plotting student murder. 10 out of 10 faculty right there. We found his fan mail to the evil boss. Busted. He plays the holy priest card. Fake news, he cries. Our hero kindly tells him to zip it. The clock is ticking, old man. Name the spies. The guy refuses until Elnor delivers a knuckle sandwich. Teeth fly. Suddenly, he sings like a canary about the lunch lady and guards. Hero throws a quick heel. Hard to hear you over the gargling blood, bro. The traitor is shook by the holy magic. Hero turns to leave. Did you really think snitching meant freedom cute? Elnor goes for the loot. The teacher pops his aura for a final boss move. Oh, snap, he has military specs. He blitzes toward the desk. Nope. Elnor casually snaps him like a twig against the wall. The chancellor gets a free blood shower. Meanwhile, Hero dances with his shiny new spy list. Teamwork makes the dream work. The dying teacher glares in pure saltiness. He hates our boy's face. Reminds him of a spooky big shot he once met. Flashback time. He met the mysterious prophet who promised instant death for asking questions. Snitch and die too. But wait. The prophet looks exactly like our hero wearing eyeliner. Seriously, they're twins. The dead guy is super confused. Get your eyes checked, Ghost. Anyway, moving on to the hallway. Quest cleared, but Elnor is pouting about the messy execution. At least she is not crazy anymore. Then she interrogates him with laser eyes. Nothing to declare. She leans in. Spill the tea about meeting my terrifying dad. Hero panics. Total brain freeze. It was a secret meeting, I swear. Plot hole. He literally prepped zero excuses for this exact moment. Did my dad threaten you? Nah, just a casual chat about stealing family techniques. She squints. Why would the final boss care about a newbie? Tournament hype, maybe? She drops the classic tsundere whatever and walks away. You're too weak for his radar anyway. Totally not my business. Oh, it is definitely her business. Future-in-law's incoming. Then his mouth betrays him. I have to stay close to protect you, he blurts. Instant regret. Insert clown makeup here. I am way too weak for that line. Elnor smirks. Look who's getting bold these days. She tips her hat. Watch your mouth if you want to play knight in shining armor. Little bro is stressed about the rumors, dating the ice queen, meeting the boss. Hero says, chill. Just besties doing bestie things. No romance tag yet. I just want to survive to chapter 2. Plus his magic glove is finally charged for a summon. Go fetch me the legendary ice cream flavor. The kid zooms away. Perfect distraction. Alone at last, time to unbox the ghost item he scammed from the chancellor. The spooky spirit relic is ready to pop. Time for a historical seance. Please do not be a mage. I need a sword guy. He prays to the random number god's golden light flashes. A super rare banner rises. A figure crashes down. Big sword orange. Hair jackpot. It is the guardian of Don Elia's missing brother has officially entered the chat. Cue the tragic anime flashback. Sister waited. Brother ghosted. Family wiped. He died a legendary hero defending the city. But to his sister, he was just the guy who never came home. Tragic flashback time. She swore to delete every single demon from existence. Cue the training. Montage. Boom. Now she is an elite hero candidate. Midterm alerts. Flashing quest. Objective. Form a 4-person squad. Obviously, the main character needs a harem. Teacher drops a massive bomb. Demon cultists are literally on the menu. Our boy whispers to his magic glove. The ghost. Bro inside remembers his sister as a snot-nosed goblin. But glow-ups are real. Ghost bro sheds a proud invisible tear. Spectating life as a phantom is peak comedy. Free front row seats to the drama. Main character demands rent for the glove space. Pay up with your spooky ghost powers. Ghost bro lets out a massive sigh. Fine kid, I will carry your noob status. Rule 1. Keep my identity top secret. Rule 2. You passed the vibe check. Our guy just wants to survive midterms. He shoots his shot. Hey, tsundere, want to party up? System error. Tsundere logic overloaded. Maximum tomato mode. Activated. Dramatic slow-motion gasp. Who me? He hits her with the deadpan yes. Defensive walls instantly deploy. But wait. You said we were just strangers? He completely drops the ego. I need a carry. Her brain immediately short-circuits. She attempts to play hard to get, but her wingman instantly sells her out for a party slot. Pure rage explosion. The wingman gets flawlessly choke-slammed by a holy nun. Instant personality swap. Party invite accepted so sweetly. Mission accomplished. She totally wants a romantic duo cue. He says, nope, we need more cannon fodder. Meanwhile, at boss headquarters, the scheming chancellor enters the chat. Wait, is the chancellor hiding massive gains under that uniform major plot twist? Creepy orb guy spawns in. He refuses to let the saint ride the bench. Enter Lucienne, a chain-smoking holy woman. Time to touch some grass. Saint. The plot heavily thickens. This holy saint is literally a walking demon time bomb. The math is completely broken. You offered 5. Now it is suddenly 7. Let the chaos roll. Family drama is her only motivation for enrolling. Orb guy sweats nervously. Smuggling a holy nuke into school was a total logistical nightmare. Crisis management activated. The academy is losing its 5-star rating over the demon incidents. Huge brain play. Complain about danger, but send the absolute VIP super Sally. Is she a master spy? Nope. Just a demon vessel walking directly into a massive death trap. Orb guy rolls a natural 20 on persuasion. Dark, corrupted places are perfect. Saint vacations. Main quest updated. Purge the Academy of Evil and try not to fail. Midterms. Cut to the majestic saint face, planted on the floor like an absolute potato. PR. Spin activated. Just ignore the floor licking. She is totally here for holy justice. Chancellor hits him with the death glare. Is the Emperor professionally trolling us right now? She is not even fully licensed yet. Orb guy literally logs out, cackling at the chaos. Migraine level 99. That glowing sphere is an absolute snake. A free demon vessel awesome. She is an Imperial pawn. Absolutely disgusting. Wait! She literally ordered our boy to build a harem. Peak administrative hypocrisy. He is officially trapped as her pawn master plan. Successful. Proceed to the next stage. Meanwhile, the laundry maiden is dramatically suffering over a pile of soap suds. Total simp mode activated. Obsessing over his perfectly timed daily visits, expecting epic loot drops like donuts. But honestly, who even cares about the food? She just wants pure romance. I mean strictly friendship. Aggressive clothes, scrubbing, continues. Suddenly, a bored phantom voice shatters the mood. Reality check. You're just an abandoned, exiled traitor. The darkness whispered its cruel truth. She needed to accept her tragic fate. Escape was nothing but a foolish dream. This torment was her only purpose. The inherited curse bound her soul. Reality remained a cold and bitter cage. She was destined to wander this world entirely alone. Trembling like a leaf in a storm, drenched in an icy sweat, the sinister voice echoed in her mind. When will you finally surrender? But then a familiar voice shattered the illusion. He tilted his head. Why the tears? Did something happen while I was away? He held up the exact cookies she craved. Instantly, her gloomy aura vanished. Wait, is this suddenly turning into a sweet romance webtoon? Hold on a second. Up until now, our main character's love life was just a series of comical misunderstandings and playing around. The true heroine was supposed to be someone else. Not the arena fighter who vanished into thin air, but the fierce tribal warrior. Regardless, the ultimate clash of fates was approaching. At that exact moment, Yuria's affection meter skyrocketed from level 1 straight to 4. Through her tears, she asked if he despised her. Completely clueless, he just scratched his head. I actually need a favor. Can we leave this place? Overwhelmed with emotion, she sobbed a desperate, yes. But suddenly her cursed sword lunged on its own in the chaos. The idiot completely obliterated the precious cookies. The main character stood completely frozen, mourning the snack tragedy. Meanwhile, she frantically bowed and apologized, certain she had ruined everything. Her heart desperately wanted to pull him close, but he just coughed up some dust, admitting he was in a rush and needed to escape immediately. Scene transition. Welcome to the intense mid-year exams at Fonchi Academy. Aaliyah stomped her foot, demanding to know what happened to Dowd. She had a million burning questions, but our guy casually rocking a mysterious little mask tried to brush her off for later. Absolutely not, she roared. Explain right now why you are walking around with a collared girl in chains, sweating bullets. He swore it was a giant misunderstanding. The hilarious truth. It was entirely Yura's idea. She genuinely believed the heavy chains made her feel safe and cozy. Ellie stared in pure horror. She was utterly convinced Dowd had awakened the ultimate degenerate, class a legendary level of perversion. Even Caliban's tiny spirit popped out, practically begging the main character to clear the air. Dude, your sister is 1 second away from disowning you. But did he clarify? Of course not. Embracing peak main character energy, he simply declared, she remains by my side. Stay back. She's a vital piece of my master plan. Ilya crossed her arms, threatening him if he even thought about collaring her next. He just laughed it off, calling for Yura to follow. Flash forward. We are deep in the mystic forest watching a completely innocent bunny hop by. But the piece is a lie. Caliban's surviving squad was collapsed in the dirt, gasping for air like dying fish. A scout clinging to a branch shivered. That tribal maniac was an absolute monster. The blonde knight nodded grimly. Without those defensive barriers, we would be ghost meat. His buddy grinned, suggesting they pivot to hunting easy prey. Let us just crush weaklings like Dowd for free points. The blonde waved him off. Not interested. His friend's jaw dropped. Wait, did you not despise that guy? I did, but the winds of fate have shifted. He gazed into the distance like a changed man. My perspective has evolved. Cut straight back to the tribal girl. And wow, she is an absolute menace. She completely demolished her opponents, flaunting her fierce thigh tattoo. She yawned in pure boredom. Why is everyone in this academy so pathetically weak? With a wicked smirk, she stomped her boot into a defeated student's chest. Only worthless trash deserves to meet the Reaper. Flash. A blinding beam of light shattered the tension. Elnor intercepted the blow perfectly. As their eyes locked, the crazy tribal girl broke into a maniacal grin. Dazzling light clashed against pitch-black aura. The very earth tore open beneath them. Elnor narrowed her cold eyes. Lil Garuda, you are too loud for a banished student. Lilu licked her lips, her battle-crazed heart racing. Finally, a worthy prey had entered her hunting ground. Elnor leveled her gleaming blade. As an academy enforcer, she refused to let this slaughter continue. Lower your weapons. This ends now. But Lilu just leaned forward, pressing her own forehead right against the razor-sharp steel. Make me, she taunted. Elnor sighed, demanding she rein in her madness. On a true battlefield, your head would already be separated from your neck. The air turned freezing cold. Consider this your final warning. Lilu's smile grew terrifying. Perfect. Then welcome to the war zone. Strike me down. The blade bit slightly into her skin. Elnor applied deadly pressure, but Lilu just laughed. My tribe is full of fakes like you. Decent sword skills, but absolutely zero killer instinct. She leaned in closer, whispering her poisonous taunt. If someone stole the love of your life, you would probably just stand there and cry. That triggered something terrifying. Elnor's aura shifted into pure demonic malice. The temperature plummeted. Lilu suddenly realized she poked the wrong sleeping dragon. A towering shadow of death loomed over her. Yet the crazy girl looked ecstatic. The outside world was packed with hidden monsters, and she loved every second of it. She launched herself forward for the ultimate clash. Elnor stood like an unmoving mountain. But suddenly, the Academy's emergency teleport triggered, snatching Lilu into thin air. Damn it! We were completely robbed of an epic boss fight. Pop Lilu materialized mid-air face-planting out of a tree like a total clown. She brushed the dirt off, realizing the truth. Every single rule-breaker had been instantly ejected from the grand tournament, but her mind was stuck on Elnor's horrifying glare. That was not just a gap in combat power. It was the terrifying difference between a mortal and a deity. She scratched her head in genuine confusion. Why did the stoic knight suddenly want to wear her intestines as a necklace? Which exact button did she press? And did. The nearby losers trembled in fear of round 2. Meanwhile, Lilu rubbed her chin. Wait, Was it the comment about someone stealing her true love? Who is it? I am definitely not telling you. Ding, the system window pops up. Lulu Garuda is totally checking you out. Meanwhile, our main character is literally walking his overpowered dog Yura through the arena. Aaliyah is questioning her life choices, while Yura absolutely obliterates these poor noobs. Aaliyah demands an explanation for this super sketchy setup, but our boy says he is way too busy. Busy walking? Yura, that is. He yanks her leash, and she actually says she loves it. Weird flex. But okay. Aaliyah officially brands them as certified freaks. Suddenly, a wild simp drops from the sky on a giant golem. Tongue. Literally out, this absolute gigachad praises Aaliyah's combat skills and radiant beauty, ready to win her heart. Our boy deadpans asking if her fan club is actually this huge. The simp shoots finger hearts, vowing to save her from the leash-holding pervert. Aaliyah almost defends him, but realizes, yeah, he is totally a pervert. She accepts the challenge, but the simp refuses to fight his queen. Our boy notices the holy magic. The cleric squad is lurking nearby. He pokes Calivan to wake up and help Calivan straight up, hits decline, sensing massive danger. Yura turns around. Oh, great. A massive mob of angry students is rushing them. Emergency mode. He activates rank. Ordering. Calivan out. Calivan screams that he hates this childish nonsense. Our boy ignores the whining. Just buff my sister. She is fighting a giant rock, grumbling like a grumpy marshmallow ghost. Calivan drops the Mind Kingdom buff. Aaliyah looks absolutely badass, screams that she hates her simps, and slices the golem clean in half. Problem solved. Thanks to the buff, he shares his epic survival stats with the whole squad. It is totally broken. If one person hits EX rank, everyone hits EX rank, but there's a massive catch. It chugs holy energy. His mana pool is basically a puddle, so the buff vanishes instantly, and boom, wave 2 approaches. Cue the magical chains of doom. The mob gets absolutely shredded. Aaliyah yells to brace for impact. She drops a massive explosion, spawning a literal tornado that launches everyone into orbit. Our boy is stunned. Wait, he actually beat this walking disaster area back when he had rank F stats. How? Even the ghost is baffled. When did Essis get this strong? Her magic literally yeeted the haters into the stratosphere. Victory screen. Skill leveled up. He totally used Yura as a meat shield and forgot to heal her. Oops. Aaliyah calls him a massive weirdo, but admits carrying this crazy team is pretty fun. Fun fact, remember the original game? That red-haired dude was actually the hero of the story. Aaliyah's old squad. Yeah, they are the real heavy hitters of this crazy world. They're grinding for first place, but the blonde is losing her mind. How is a solo player in second place? Speak of the devil, enter Final Reggie. A terribly ugly name for a seriously top-tier waifu. Red Hair asks about first place. She says, 120 points. He is utterly shook. Cut back to our boy and his leashed gremlin. They find a spooky cave. If they claim this, they win instantly. They stroll in. Our boy knows this is a classic random event zone. Aaliyah complains this exam is getting ridiculous. Yura panics seeing someone trapped inside. Ding main quest, number 2, unlocks the Boy King. Stop the curse and protect the targets. It is Lucienne, the holy saint. Aaliyah steps up, realizing this girl is being used as a living battery. Yura is terrified. Aaliyah declares she's going to play hero and save her. But a voice interrupts. Enter a clunky armor dude. High Priest Klein Garrison smirks, claiming the saint is just doing volunteer work. Aaliyah is dumbfounded. Volunteer work. Klein forces the saint to confirm it herself. Sweating bullets, the saint nervously squeaks that she totally wants to be a human battery. Yeah, right. Aaliyah is not buying this garbage. Klein warns her to back off or she becomes an enemy of the Holy Empire. Aaliyah crosses her arms. She is not fighting the Empire, she is just stopping a major creep. Klein draws his weapon. Time to use force then. Our boy smirks. He knows the lore. St. Lucian is just a puppet for an emperor obsessed with demons. Yep. She is basically a giant holy lab rat. Time to crash this creepy experiment. The system is totally rigging this test. They want to push Yura past her breaking point, but our boy calls their bluff. First place is secured, so the saint needs a nap. Arrogant Klein demands she wait for the losers to finish. Classic villain behavior. Meanwhile, our hero is sweating. Why did these mid-bosses spawn so early in the timeline? Blame it on Elnor speedrunning her power-ups. The butterfly effect is getting real. If Yura goes berserk now, it is game over. The Holy Empire is already watching them like hawks. So our mad lad does the unthinkable smack a glove straight to Klein's chest. Klein's brain is buffering. Our boy drops ultimate trash talk and demands a duel. Aaliyah panics, thinking he has a literal death wish, win a duel. Klein tries to act high and mighty, but our Chad just tells the girls to evacuate. Oh no, the political consequences. Klein tries to play the diplomacy card. What is our hero's grand title? Just a humble dirt farming baron's son. Thank you very much. Elite snob, Klein refuses to fight a peasant. So why is his sword already out? Triggered, Klein draws his blade to teach the farm boy a painful lesson. He dashes in, but boom, our boy hits him with that lightning-fast quick draw. Flawless parry. Klein gets launched backwards, suddenly realizing this peasant has hands. Let us settle this in the arena. Our hero leaves him with an epic cliffhanger. And just like that, the duel is set. Atalante is completely losing her mind over his madness. Picking a fight with the Emperor's dog that is basically declaring war on the whole empire. How is he so reckless? Well, Atalante did tell him to build a harem to save the world. Might as well charm the chancellor while he is at it. Got to catch them all. Atalante is sweating bullets, but our guy is chilling. He already stashed Lucien in the safe zone. You cannot win over top-tier waifus by being a background mob. Time to shine. Who cares about the Emperor? We have an entire demon apocalypse to cancel. Atalante reminds him. His harem is already overcrowded with Elnor and Elia drama alert. Luckily, the main heroines are behaving. Well, for now at least. Papa said, avoid trouble. Now he is fighting angels, dark bosses, and the literal government. The final boss emperor is definitely watching this match. He better not mess up. What wouldn't he do for two sisters? Wait. Let us keep this family friendly. Two adult sisters, mind you. Speaking of, the chain-smoking sister is puffing away her stress. Yura approaches completely clueless. Lucien flags her down immediately. The curse acts up. The sister draws her blade and marches straight into the danger zone. Lucien grabs the chain of fate. Twin telepathy is acting up big time. Enough twin drama. Fast forward to the main event. It is duel day. The rules are simple. No killing, just a good old-fashioned beatdown until someone cries uncle. He absolutely needs Lucien's support. She is the only firewall keeping Yura from going dark. To keep the blonde spy on his team, he must win. He cannot let the Holy Empire snoop around. The Emperor is too lazy to show up in person. He sends a whole three-dimensional hologram instead. Atalante realizes even the big bad Emperor is sweating over this outcome. Klein flexes his sword. He thinks our boy is about to beg for mercy. Apologize now and maybe he will leave a few bones intact. Everyone thinks our hero is doomed. Our Chad pulls the ultimate reverse card, but plot twist. The Emperor warned Klein not to kill him. Why? Because our boy has a literal cheat code. He levels up when bullied. The Emperor totally read the patch notes. Klein complains it is a broken skill. It is a legendary glitch from the past. Now Klein knows exactly why his attack got perfectly deflected. No killing intent allowed. Yeah, right. Mission Impossible starts now. Buffs stack up like crazy. This guy really thinks he can teach our hero a lesson. Hilarious. Flash step. But our boy is ready. Calivan's guide skill. Activate. Double buff. Elnor's stolen skill joins the chat time to break the game. Boom. Black and red energy explodes. The mark of the fallen goes wild, leaving Klein completely clueless. Pre-fire. He blocks the strike before the enemy even twitches. Perfect. Counter. The arena shatters, shockwaves everywhere. Atalante's jaw drops to the floor. The Emperor smirks. Our boy's eye glows with demonic power. And Klein still buffering. Gravity. Crush. Demonic energy floods the mark. The enemy is eating dirt. Yep. The chest tattoo. The sky is literally cracking open. What kind of cheat code is this? A giant Elnor spawns. Even our hero is lost. Wait, did she just pause time? Klein is terrified. Giant Elnor leans in. Fighting again without me, she asks. Don't lose or I will cry. She buffs his sword with a dramatic touch. Talk about high-maintenance power-ups. Nobody else sees the giant ghost waifu. Klein swings blindly, totally unaware of his impending doom. Cannot kill him. Our hero drops the sword. Guess a fist to the face works fine. Smack. Bro is radiating absolute menace right now. Total villain energy. Blasting off again, Klein flies high into the sky while the Emperor just laughs like a maniac. Wow, public schools are really stepping up their game, the Emperor chuckles. Klein goes down. Did I win? Our hero asks. The ref nods. Victory secured. Now back off, he yells at the royal jerks. Leave the saint alone! The Emperor blinks. Atalante panics. Did this kid just trash talk the absolute ruler? Enter mustache guy. You bullied a kid and harassed a saint. He calls out the Emperor. It is Hatanju, the big boss of the tribal association. And he has zero chill. Shady villain connections aside, he is looking at our hero like a shiny new toy. Let the kid speak, Hatanju argues. Our hero just stands there munching invisible popcorn. The Emperor pouts. Whatever this was, just a practice round anyway. Classic sore loser. He waves it off. Kid is strong and sneaky. Then he teleports away with his bruised knight. Cut to the Imperial base. The Emperor stands with Saris, the ultimate catgirl assassin. "Stalk that boy," he orders. She nods with zero emotion. "Creep level maximum. He reminds me of someone," the Emperor mutters. "Oh, no plot convenience incoming." Back to the arena. Atalante breathes again. Hatanju is officially our hero's biggest fanboy. Catch, Hatanju tosses an epic lion necklace. Experience boost item acquired. Come to my foundry, I will sponsor you. Wait, did he just get a sugar daddy? Chapter 3. Loot dropping. Now, the timeline is completely broken, but free stuff is free stuff. He just befriended the craziest boss in the association. Task failed successfully. Atalante drops her mask. Her true aura leaks out for a split second. "How did you use that crazy power?" she asks. "Pure luck?" He lies. "Well, brace yourself because you are famous now," she sighs. He just shrugs. Bring it on. Maximum confidence. All according to plan. Ding main quest complete. +1 evil seed added to the inventory. 4 seeds down, he smirks. The collection is growing fast. Time to craft rare ingredients mean rare toys. Say hello to the Eye of Inspection. Perfect for stalking stats. He looks at Trisha. Nope. Her stats are probably terrifying. Hard pass. Percy. Also a skip. We only care about the top tier. Zoom. A fast runner catches his eye. Target acquired. Priority. Elnor and Ellie. Scan complete. Bingo, Elnor. Tristan Vessel of the Grey Demon. The real game begins now. Strength rank, S. Agility, rank, S. Luck, rank, C. But honestly, we are the real winners. Just looking at her fusion, at 80% corruption, barely 2%. Dao is staring hard when, poof, she teleports and catches him red-handed. Our glorious idiot trips over his own feet. She just sighs. The target he wanted her to stalk, definitely not human. Their movement patterns are absolute garbage. Dao instantly bounces back like a happy puppy. "Wow, you did all that for me." Perks of being their president, she brags, slapping down top-secret tracking data from the mid-year exams. Dao loses his mind with hype. He leaps for a massive bear hug. "You are a goddess among presidents." She completely short-circuits with embarrassment, but the plot waits for no one. Target acquired, the guy lurks at the clock tower until 7. The same shady dude who trailed the holy saint. Dao corners Jeffrey. Or should we say, Valkus the legendary boy king. Seriously, what a dramatic title. Valkus slowly turns. "Are you Dao?" Wait. Pause. How does the secret boss already know the main character? This kid is the prophet's absolute favorite. Valkus smirks. "Your little stalker was surprisingly good. Could not shake her off, so I just waited for you to show up." Bro, you are literally the bad guy. Dao is sweating buckets. This makes zero sense. In the original game, this kid was just a mindless demon fanatic. Normally, he just stabs you. Valkus reveals, the prophet warned him. Dao is apparently the final boss to their evil plan, and Valkus wants answers. Dark aura explodes from the kid. Oh crap, he is totally out for blood. The prophet literally handed him a VIP assassination quest with Dao's name on it. You know the scary prophet lady in the latex suit. Dao is shaking in his boots while Valkus demands to know his secrets. No more hiding behind plot armor. The villain sees right through him. Dao tries the diplomatic route. "Look, I know you are a nice guy, aside from plotting to slaughter the entire academy." "Wait, how is that a nice guy?" Valkus just nods like a psycho. "Yep, that is the plan." And the prophet is watching closely. Very closely. But the bad guys are obsessed with Dao's true identity, even though fate guarantees an epic showdown with all the awakened powerhouses later. Seriously, my brain is melting. Why is the villain dropping massive lore bombs instead of fighting? Villain rule number 1. Do not monologue your evil plans. But hey, free? Intel is free. Intel. The blonde psycho actually smiles. "I will not ruin your little game, Dao. I just want a fair one-on-one deathmatch." A fair fight in this economy, Valkus thinks it is only fun if the odds are even. And right now, Dao is painfully underleveled. The whole reason he waited was just to make sure Dao was not going to cheat the audacity. Dao panics. The villain is too smart. Time to cheat immediately. He activates the Eye of Infection. Valkus literally poses for the scan. Look all you want. The result. Negative. 213,000 corruption points. Absolute nightmare fuel. Now, alchemy is not your basic fireball magic. It is not holy power or spiritual energy. It literally burns your own life force. Valkus laughs off the insane stat. Dao is just standing there like, "Why are we still talking?" Valkus tilts his head. "I just wanted to see if the prophet's warnings were actually real." "No offense, bro," he smirks, But you are completely useless right now. Zero threat. Ouch, right in the main character ego. Dao fires back with classic protagonist energy. Your little academy slaughter cancelled. I am shutting you down. Falcus calls him completely delusional. Did you not see my god-tier death stats? But Dao drops the ultimate Uno reverse. I'm going to save you and your kingdom. The blonde villain laughs so hard he nearly cries. Sure, hero. You will just be corpse number 213 million. He leaps into the abyss, morphs into a horrifying shadow monster, and dips out like a total drama queen. Dao acted tough, but his legs are literally shaking. How the heck do I beat that? Anyway, moving on. Scene transition. Meanwhile, Lucienne is checking in on Yura. Do you like the new drip? Yura blushes hard. It is super embarrassing. Hey girl, you are literally wearing pajamas. Lucienne just waves her hand. Take the whole closet. You deserve it after all that trauma. Just normal rich girl things, honestly. Yura smiles sweetly, while Lucienne puffs a cigarette like a chimney. Lucienne thought the deadly curse would ruin the girl, but she is glowing. Then she spots the elephant in the room. A literal dog collar around Yura's neck. Yura giggles. Oh, Dao gave it to me. It shows our special bond. He said if I take it off, he will ignore me forever. Wait, what kind of toxic game is this? Lucienne's brain blue screens. Yura happily hums, completely oblivious to how insanely suspicious this looks. Lucienne snaps her cigarette in half with pure rage. Where's that degenerate punk cut to Dao screaming for his life? Wait, it's a misunderstanding about the curse. Please, do not kill me. I only used the dog collar because it was handy. Sure, buddy. Enter Lucienne. Chain smoking. Saint approaching. That makes 8 packs today. That is my sister. Chill out, he replies. But Blondie is super suspicious. The dog collar did not help. He looks sketchy as heck. How does a random nobody know their secret family tree? Plus, he fought a holy knight. His excuse? Top secret chancellor business. Trust me, I'm the good guy here. She lets it slide. Barely. 0 trust points awarded. She demands answers eventually. He is sweating bullets. The dark truth. They are homunculus lab rats. Lucienne is literally engineered. Fake, holy power. Sister exists just as a battery. Wait, he actually told her. Your sister running away ruined the plot. Time to prep for war. 3 days until Academy destruction. They sneak into the VIP Holy Vault. Saintly access secured. But why are we here? He deflects. Why is your kidnapping method worse than mine? The poor girl has a literal potato sack over her head. It is an exorcism disguise. Sneak level 100. He orders everyone out, but Elia refuses to budge. Nope, I am watching you, sketchy guy. The Saint agrees. Hero candidate stays as a meat shield. Bag removed, babysitting duty assigned. The chain smoker dips out. Why did she leave rule check only demons get free reign here? Angels and saints have strict admin privileges. No rule breaking allowed. Saint leaves the chat. Our guy is shocked they actually trust him. I will protect you. Big hero energy. Panic mode. He just smashed the sacred relic with his sword. Outside, Saint sparks cigarette number 99. Why trust this guy? He will not do anything crazy, right? Famous last words. Boom Giant Angel appears seriously, who designed that dangerous neckline. Everyone is shocked. Someone get a button before we lose monetization. Angel of Virtue. Rank. A 1 way above his pay grade. She does a magical hand wave. I understand human ways. Bam. Girls are asleep. I remember you, mortal. Hold up, no brainwashing allowed, he yells. The angel is stunned. He knows the classic game strategies. Angels cannot punch, so they mind hack. Just standing there is a psychic attack. Interesting thoughts, she purrs. He faceplants instantly. She wanted to warn him, but his disrespect triggered the boss phase. Cinematic lip zoom. You look ready for punishment. Welcome to the mind maze. He is trapped in his own head. Why is it empty in here? Minds usually reflect their morals. His brain is literally a blank void. Error 404. Morality. Not found. Angel is totally glitching out. Meanwhile, our guy is smirking. Soul exposed. Perfect. That is exactly his master trap. Passed out girl in the corner. Boom. The whole room turns evil purple. The angel panics. Did you lock us inside your own brain? Bro, I do not even own this mental real estate. A creepy shadow slithers up the pillar. The angel sweats bullets. She squints. Wait. False alarm. Just the wind. Plot twist. It is a piggybacking demon, lowly. Talk about a jump scare. The angel spins around, too late. She gets tangled in a hair cocoon. Not Elnor, folks. It is demonic Yura. Meanwhile, our main character goes full gigachad. Shirt off. Deadly charm activated. Sir, please calm down. This is not a dating sim. The white demon fragment takes the bait. She stares with hard eyes, calling him darling. His chest tattoo literally sizzles like bacon. Demonic hair tentacles wrap him up. She whispers sweet, terrifying nothings about finally meeting him. The angel is completely lost. System alert. Temptation and charm skills are throwing hands. Oh, heavens. Duck and cover. Incoming demon smooch of death. She is ready to claim her man. Look at the size of that tongue. Gross, but dodging is highly recommended. Did you miss me? She purrs. Oh, he is reacting all right, but our guy knows the rules. Give in, and he becomes her personal simp forever. Who wants to be a mind-controlled slave? Not him. Luckily, the angel goes full wrestling mode. She yanks the hair and yells, game over. She drags the demon girl like a misbehaving toddler. Stay right there. Human. Do not move a muscle. Our boy is shook. The angel actually has muscles. But wait. Demonic Yura counterattacks. Bam. A right hook straight to the angel's holy face. The angel swings back. A clash of titans. Just kidding. The angel gets yeeted across the room. Crash, straight into the mental drywall. The angel blinks the stars away. Incoming demonic Yura drops another bomb. Boom. And our hero, just standing there like a stunned non-player character. Time to man up. He steps in. Stop right there, crazy lady. Hurt the angel, and I am blocking you forever. Logic check. You came for me right, then dropped the holy punching bag. The poor angel is getting totally stomped. Shocking. Nobody, the demon ignores him. So our guy plays his trap card. Hey, we can schedule a date later, but if you do not stop beating up the angel, I will delete my own brain. Die here, die for real. The demon tilts her head. Is that a threat, darling? You bet it is. She blushes. She loves a toxic man. Fine. She pouts. Catch you later. Hubby, I will totally come back to steal your soul. Poof, the crazy ex vanishes. Our guy smirks. All according to plan. Now the angel owes him big time. He hits her with that smug grin. Am I right, Featherbrain? She sighs heavily. Just tell me your price. Extortionist. Cue the dramatic wipe. Back in reality, the girl who stressed away 10 years of her lifespan is flabbergasted. He actually scored angel steel. Yep, and he is crafting an anti-curse weapon for Yura. Ezia squints at him. Is one shiny rock enough? Our boy laughs. Oh, I have a stash. Why this specific holy metal? Simple. It is built like a brick wall. Plus, it turbo boosts your divine stats. It is practically indestructible, unless you use dark pandemonium magic or smack it with its twin. Ezia nods. Makes perfect gaming sense. They needed the angel to break the hex. But our boy is sweating. The tutorial is over, folks. The real boss rush is just beginning. Ezia and Lucian grab him by the collar. Spill the tea, nerd. How do we survive this raid? We need to stack buffs now. Time for the master plan. He gathers the party to explain how to not die and save the academy. The grind never stops. Elnor is drowning in paperwork. Purgil is hammering away at the forge, while Big Bad Volcasus just chills. Meanwhile, the peanut gallery notes the last train just pulled in. The squad is leveling up crazy fast. They're basically the server's top-ranked guild right now. Our main character strolls by laughing on the inside. If these poor side characters only knew the nightmare approaching, a peaceful school life. Yeah, right. Not like his past life was a slice-of-life anime either. Suddenly a wild prophet appears out of thin air. Enter the girl in this questionable latex outfit. She smirks. Call me the physical embodiment of your butterfly effect, darling. He gives her the ultimate blank stare. Huh, she giggles. Your messy timeline meddling spawned me right here, cutie. He opens his mouth. Flash step. She is suddenly behind him. It is super weird how you act like the main character. You look like a total scrub. How is a basic mob character surviving the demon apocalypse? Our boy is sweating bullets. He has zero memory of this chick from the original novel. Who are you, crazy lady? She winks. I'm your biggest simp, your #1 fan. Excuse me, what? She totally tackles him. I am way hotter than your demon harem. Love me, instead. He is just standing there. System error processing. Error 404. Brain stopped working. Who spawned this secret boss? Did the author drop a new patch update? She waves a crumpled paper in his face. I found your secret key, mister. You really need better inventory management. Danger senses are tingling at maximum overdrive, but the system user interface is dead silent. Why is there no red alert flashing? Now the crazy Yandere is sitting in his blind spot. Your harem is getting too annoying, she whispers. Time to eliminate the competition. They do not know the real you. I am the only one who gets your tragic backstory. the only one worthy of looking into your eyes. Full Yandere mode activated. Not the demon lords, not the final bosses. Just me. Darling. Oh, by the way, I totally know you are gearing up to fight Volcasis busted. Tomorrow's problem. Nope. The invasion just crashed the party a day early. Surprise idiot. She wants to trust him. Time to prove he is not just full of hot air. Show-off mode engaged. The magical barrier shatters like cheap glass. Meanwhile, Aaliyah is literally just vibing and eating snacks. Peak timing. Her friends are busy fangirling. Oh, wow, you are such a legendary hero candidate. Talk about clueless. Aaliyah plays humble about her training. Too bad a literal apocalypse is about to interrupt their tea time. Boom! The academy violently quakes. The protective shield is crumbling like a cookie. Wake up, Lulu. You love a good brawl, right? Get up, wakey, wakey, little witch. It is officially clobbering time. Aaliyah spots the crack. It is basically a giant neon buffet sign for every monster nearby, and my darling Atalante is closing in. Bam! She casts a massive spell to patch the broken shield, flexing those magic muscles. Dao's schedule was dead wrong. If this is his master plan, he gets a 0-star review. Not today, honey. A massive teleportation circle lights up the sky. Ding dong! The monster delivery service has arrived. The background characters are absolutely losing their minds. The streets are instantly flooded with ugly beasts. Volca scoffs. Did the kid really expect villains to send a calendar invite? So naive. Shut it, Doug. The waiting game is over. A nasty monster just slurped up a kid's head with its giant, gross tongue. Yuck. But wait. Professor Conrad blitzes in. He shreds the beasts, screaming at the students to stop acting like it is a drill. Ouch. Those frozen statues were supposed to be elite hero candidates. Rest in peace to Aaliyah's squad. Oh, we are utterly doomed. Conrad realizes the portal freaks are just the appetizer. The main course, a completely naked academy with 0 barrier protection. Talk about a sitting duck. Can the chancellor even fix this mess? The blonde kid tries to play commander, but the monsters swipe left on his plan. The nameless guards rush in. I almost respected their bravery for a split second almost. Never mind. Dude got munched in the very next panel, absolute cannon fodder. Our loudmouth main character realizes his genius master plan just got completely trash-canned. Barrier gone. School overrun. Big yikes. Enter Elnor, rocking a giant hat and a deadly blade. Did he miss the giant evacuation memo? Seeing her, his brain finally reboots. He needs a galaxy brain solution fast. If thinking fails, it is time to throw hands. She demands an answer while he stands there, lagging like a bad internet connection. Aaliyah shrieks like a siren. Fall back to the student council. You cowards! Elnor tells him to run. But our guy demands her sword one last time. Stick with him to save the blazing academy. Ophelia is screaming for Elnor to ditch him. But our main character deploys his ultimate weapon. Emotional manipulation. Remember, our epic bond, he yells, hitting her right in the feels, throwing it back to the train crash. Sure. He is an absolute weirdo, but his crazy schemes actually work. Philia is losing her mind. Grab the idiot and let us dip. Plot twist. Elnor sighs, apologizes, and agrees to ride with him one last time. Phew. The plot armor holds. They dash into the chaos. Aaliyah thinks Elnor lost her marbles. Spill the plan. Genius. Elnor barks. How do they survive this? He targets a bunch of shady hooded dudes for backup. They hit him with a hard nope. But the kid plays his Uno reverse card. He knows the Emperor sent them after that crazy duel. Secret Imperial exorcist spies. They try to play dumb, but our guy sees right through their cheap cosplay. He calls their bluff. You are literally just here to babysit me. The white-haired spy shrugs. Yeah, so, as long as you do not die, we do not care, savage. These jerks would let the whole school burn. They will keep him breathing, but he will totally lose his bet against Volcasis. Unacceptable. Meanwhile, the spies are gossiping with Saris, a cute assassin boss. Hey, we found your shiny loot. Dying is not on today's schedule, so he literally screams for the shadow lady to do her job. Sarah's Drior, he bellows. I know you are eavesdropping, you stalker. The spy is stunned. The master of assassins is amused. Saris orders her minion to save his annoying butt. A creepy bug-like familiar pops up. Mission accepted, boss. But while they chat, deadly beasts swarm the campus, and they are marching straight for our spy trio. Get the popcorn. Sarah narrows her eyes. You owe me a massive explanation later, kid, and you are taking full responsibility for those words. Dude, he literally just said your name. Chill out. Her loyal assassin jumps into the fray, dicing monsters into sashimi. Yoga levels of flexibility right there. Elnor stares in absolute awe, but our hero shuts it down. Zero time for sightseeing. Clock tower right now. The final boss is waiting at the very peak, and the timer is ticking. Elnor demands the truth. No more trash excuses. You have been speaking in pure riddles since day one. Spill the tea, mister. But deep down, she suspects he actually has some tragic grand master plan, which is literally the only reason she has not sliced him yet. So skip the lies this time. Time to focus on the mission. Our boy opens his mouth to say thanks when a massive shadow completely blocks out the sun. Oh, great. It is the terror of flesh, an immortal meatball from the game with infinite health hacks. The strategy guide literally says, "Do not fight kite this ugly thing to another zone." He yells at Elnor to draw aggro, but she is already in full anime protagonist mode. I will slice it in two. Wait, no, bad idea. Did she listen? Absolutely not. Once she gets mad, all logic leaves the chat. She goes totally berserk. Classic Tristan attack combo. The meatball winds up a massive counter slap. "Block it," he screams in panic. She pops the ultimate Tristan defense. Crack, her legendary blade shatters into pieces. Reality check basic skills do not work on hack bosses. Our guy is sweating bullets. The tower climb is on a strict timer, but leaving his overpowered bodyguard behind is a guaranteed game over. She desperately flares her aura. "Go save Alphonte, I will die here, drama queen, much doubt just face palms." Over a broken sword. Really, the mighty Elnor of the Tristan family does not just give up and cry. "Hello? You are supposed to be the ultimate final boss of this game. Act like it." So he pulls a total Chad move, struts right over, leans into her ear, and drops a massive secret. No idea what cursed words left his mouth, but boom! He whispers the magic spell and poofs into thin air like a ninja. It must have been insanely spicy. Her eyes snap open with pure rage. She straight up deletes the monster's stomach. The beast splits right down the middle. High up in the VIP seats, Vulcus smirks. Now that is an entertaining brat. Cue the hero's dramatic entrance. The blonde boss casually brings up their little bet. "Forgot already? Nah, I am here to completely wreck you." The guy flexes 16 literal demonic magic circles, while loudly complaining about how much he finds demons disgusting. Talk about irony. Our boy grips his hilt. "I know your lore, buddy. Thousands of years of demonic trauma makes a guy cranky. You only teamed up with that demon-loving prophet for one single reason. One absolute guarantee. A clean, one-way ticket to the afterlife." Ah, the classic suicidal immortal boss trope. Makes perfect sense. Game lore check. The prophet promised to end his endless life, because Vulcus is a completely unkillable test tube baby. Hence the billion lives cheat code. The deal was simple: nuke the entire academy and finally get to sleep forever. After centuries of absolute boredom, he figured why not trust the crazy prophet lady. Vulcus laughs. "You know my cheat codes and still think you can win?" Doubt smirks. "Knowing the spoilers is exactly why I am so cocky." Bring it on then. If the kid read the strategy wiki, he knows attacking is the only option left. The gimmick. This boss only dies if he fights at 100% power. Stop holding back and give me everything. Cut to the girls. IA is having a totally wholesome moment. Never thought I would do this with my besties. Yura is absolutely terrified. Lucian just trusts the vibes because they're sitting inside a giant medieval catapult. Next stop, the boss room. Yura slams the lever. The squad gets launched into the stratosphere. Did our big brain protagonist really order a human cannonball strike? Back to the boss room, Vulcus flexes his god-tier aura. Less yapping, more scrapping kid. But Dao is currently experiencing major brain lag. His gamer mind has the entire boss pattern perfectly memorized. Tentacle strike at coordinate 223. Duck the doom laser, phase 1 is absolute baby mode. Should he use his flashy new defense skill? Nope. Gamer reflexes activate. He dodge rolls like a true speedrunner. Vulcus is not amused. Thought you came to brawl? Why are you playing tag? Little mouse? What a total letdown. Our hero ducks behind a pillar. Honor, pride, throw them in the trash, he just wants to live. He is spamming every dirty veteran cheese strat in the book. F-rank stats mean going head-to-head is literal suicide. Suddenly, an object yeets across the sky. The severed head of the meatball monster. Gamer sense tingles. Oh, wait. That thing totally explodes in phase 2. Meanwhile, down in the lobby, Elnor is having a total blender moment, pureeing absolutely everything in sight. Boom! Big boss drops a nuke. Elnor is down there. Farming experience while our boy tanks the explosion with his face. The boss actually pauses to taunt our half-dead kid, classic villain move. "This is my ultimate form." The monster brags, basically handing out participation trophies for courage. Right before the game over screen, a chainsword yoinks our hero to safety. Surprise rescue. Lucian pulls up flexing tiny angel wings like it is a fashion runway. Yura does a happy survival dance while Elnor drops in like an absolute boss. They crashed the raid 24 hours early, plus Yuria's new angel crown totally paused her deadly curse. Wait! A magical girl transformation. Boom. She is a heavily armored knight now. The boss thinks he figured out their grand plan. Meanwhile, Dao is just grinning because they took the bait. Raid leader Dao takes charge. Rule 1, stand on your exact markers and do not move a muscle. One wrong step and we all wipe open those ears. Lucian gets teary over sisterly bonding and height-boosting armor, but Dao interrupts to scream more orders. Incoming laser. He yells at Lucian to spam prayer 37, while the girls blindly follow the carry. The boss fires again. Lucian complains the weak kid talks way too much trash for someone doing 0 damage. Smack laser meets shield. Dao instantly calls out the incoming tentacle hazard. Dodge, block, parry. He is playing Yura like a fighting game character, swapping her out for Elnor. The barking continues. Buff, the damage dealers, face tank that laser and do not even blink. Walk in a straight line and it will magically miss. Spoiler alert, his crazy plan actually works. Elnor literally chops an explosion in half. The boss is losing his mind because they memorized his entire attack pattern. The boss accuses them of stream sniping, while Dao just yells to keep hitting him. Giant magical fireballs incoming. Valkis admits the kid is annoying but refuses to die, turning the sky into a crazy bullet hell game. Meanwhile, Adelante is still fixing a shield. Girl, it has been 6 whole chapters. Hurry up. Anyway, back to the carry. Lucien spams the shield button. Dao counts frames like a sweaty speedrunner. The boss tries a sneak attack, but our boy predicts it perfectly. Invincibility. Frame roll. Counter. Elnor lands a critical headshot right between the eyes. Lucien pulls the chain back and declares it is time to make this boss cry. Holy ultimate move activated. A massive flashbang deletes the top of the tower. The terrifying boss devolves into a screaming toddler with a sword in his chest, leaking shiny energy everywhere. Plot armor activated. He throws a massive tantrum about needing to protect his kingdom. The boss starts charging his Phase 2 ultimate. This is their one and only window to end it. Time for the execution. But wait. Our squishy main character hits the pause button. He basically tells the heavy hitters, "Good job, ladies. I am stealing the kill now." Elnor looks at him like he forgot his meds. Hello? The boss is still breathing. Dao insists this crazy suicide run is part of his big brain strategy, telling them to scram before they wipe. Yura is super confused, wondering why her extremely weak brother suddenly wants to play hero. Wait, is Dao actually planning to sacrifice himself? What kind of cheap drama is this? He flashes a confident smile, swearing he is definitely not becoming a ghost today. Dying is totally not on his schedule. The girls panic, but Lucian acts like a tired babysitter. Yeet Lucien forcefully drags her sister off the tower to safety. Here is the secret boss mechanic. Dao reveals breaking the curse requires a strict one-on-one duel. And who better to be the symbol of absolute justice than our boy Dao rocking garbage F-rank stats? He pops his demonic power-ups and casually asks his inner ghost if dying hurts. Spoilers, it hurts a lot. Dao just laughs off the ghost's sass and clicks his shiny new stigmata skill. Boom! The lights go out. Edgy. Purple lightning strikes our boy, and the real final boss phase officially begins. Coughing up blood, our hero spots the tiny kid in the back of the room. He drags his battered body over. Wait, is that purple blood? Guess human biology just left the chat. After surviving all that absolute chaos, he finds the big bad Valkas. Just chilling there, grabbing front row seats to watch the entire empire burn to ashes. The world is literally crumbling apart. But Valkas looks over his shoulder and warns our guy. Careful, hero. One wrong move and you will be trapped in these memories forever. But our main character is not having it. He snaps right back. Cut the tragic solo act. We are completely done playing this one-by-one sacrifice game. I'm saving this entire kingdom, and guess what? You are coming with me, you dramatic fool. The blonde kid just bursts out laughing. He knew the insane risks, but still went all in anyway. What an absolute madman. Our hero grabs his hand. And boom, the magical barrier instantly starts repairing itself. Meanwhile, Adelante, she talked a massive game. But honestly, she was absolutely useless when it mattered. Our boy carried the entire raid on his back. He fixed everything, and just like that, the final portal vanishes from the tower in a blinding flash. System alert. Main quest totally cleared. A sweet 1,000 points drop into his account. Plus, he just unlocked the super secret Inquisition interaction path. But wait. As our battered hero slowly opens his eyes, take a wild guess who is waiting for him. The stunning beauty with the perfect lips, sitting right on his lap. She smirks. Did I come running the second you stomped those bosses? Obviously. He chuckles nervously. Mad that I ditched you to talk to a weird ghost kid. She crosses her arms. Oh, I am furious, but definitely not about that. Turns out she bumped into the hero candidate and the holy saint, and apparently those two got to help him beat the final boss. Now she is completely fuming. Excuse me? I am the main girl. I should have been the one standing there for the epic finale. Our dense protagonist is totally lost. Wait, is this pure jealousy or just wounded pride? He stands up, teasing her, but she just hisses, "Drop dead idiot, no way." Whatever. The hero stretches, feeling like $1,000,000. At least the souls of Calavans and Vulcus can finally rest in absolute peace. He turns back to Elnor. Hey, wipe that mischievous little smirk off your face. What are you plotting now? We need to brace ourselves, he sighs. These crazy rumors are about to break the internet. She simply rolls her eyes. Could not care less, honestly. Forget the rumors, I am way more interested in that fancy dinner you still owe me, hero. Scene Change School is finally out. Everyone is popping bottles for summer vacation. And what is our favorite chain smoker up to? Speedrunning lung cancer. She is stressing out over how Dao somehow memorized the boss's secret weakness. Yura just shrugs it off. He has always been a nerdy perfectionist. Who cares? The good guys won in the end. Yura cheers. But her anxious sister is not buying the happy ending just yet. Wake up, the Holy Emperor is not dropping that creepy homunculus plot. We are still deeply involved in this absolute mess. Yura groans. Great, now we have to hunt them down. So much for a break. Suddenly a voice screams, "For the love of everything holy, put out that damn cigarette." Oh, look who finally decided to show up. It is the tiny witch Fenol bringing the ultimate noise complaints. Meanwhile, over in Elia's room, the angst is incredibly real. She is staring at her weapon, wondering if she is actually worthy of the future warrior title. Her bestie is hyping her up. Girl, you totally carried that last strike. But Elia just sighs, feeling like a cheap copy of her legendary brother. And then out of nowhere, bam. Someone walks by and gives those soft thighs a glorious squishy squeeze. Manhwa comedy at its peak. Cutting back to our boy Adelante is warning him. The demon cultists are going to put a massive bounty on your head now. He just deadpans. Lady, that ship sailed 100 chapters ago. Tell me something I do not know. She sighs, telling him to get some sleep. But his gamer brain is spinning. He only just cleared chapter 2. Who the heck is this mysterious prophet? Wait a minute, he mutters. There was absolutely no female demon worshipper with that role in the original game. Adelante just waves her hand. Just roll with it, kid. He blinks, totally clueless. Roll with what exactly? Oh, you know, she grins. Your mandatory family trip with Elia. Oh, and Elnor is coming too. Wait. Hold the phone. Both girls. Adelante is really out here playing matchmaker, casually tossing top-tier waifus into his vacation plans. The harem route has officially opened. And that is a wrap for today's crazy episode. Hit that notification bell so you do not miss the next hilarious disaster. Catch you next time, right here on Tob's channel.